Okay, we're live.
Okay. Well, hi everyone. Welcome once again to another session of Pathfinder Kingmaker, another Pathfinder Second Edition campaign. I am the Dungeon Master, Fifi Squeaks. My pronouns are she/her, and I'm joined here by the rest of the party. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to the hostess of the stream.
Hi, everybody. I'm Astrid. I am the host of the stream, and I play Zarni Greenblade. Our pronouns are she, they. Passing it off to Blasty.
Hello, I'm Blasty, also known as Blastflight. I am playing Sojin of Wind. Our pronouns are he, they. Passing it off to Dot.
Hello, I'm Dot. I play Troyka Aldorai. I use me and my character both use she they pronouns. Passing to Wandren.
Hello, I'm Wandren. I'm playing as Iskander Kastrioti Stertulva. We both use she/her pronouns. Passing off to Grumpy.
Hello, I'm Grumpybear. I'll be playing Jory Fourtoes, local halfling humanoid.
Not piss.
Our pronouns are he and him. And back to Fifi.
Okay. So, last time we were doing some adventuring in the Stolen Lands, but as always, I'm going to ask Blasty to please give us the rundown.
Alright. Episode 3 Bandit Camp Tango. Having been given their charge by Lady Jormandi, the party set forth with Bard in tow to travel to Oleg's trading post. This takes several days of travel along the roads and a few off, finding waterfalls and lone alchemist hermits. The party arrived at Oleg's just in time and lent him a hand to drive back bandits, taking down the taxing ones and setting forth into the Greenbelt to hunt for their camp. Who is the party seeking now?
All right. And that is going to take us to our, where do we have it? Because I actually set up a map for camp. I'm trying to find it. No, that's not it. But the party has already reconnoitered the campsite and are now going to be spending a little time discussing their plans moving forward. So it is morning the next day, and I will pull up my map or my campaign calendar to give you the date. Where is it? While I do that, the party. I believe that everybody should see the map.
Yes.
We're currently on the. Yep.
Okay, so it's the morning after you've rested up, so all of your hero points have reset to 1, and everybody should be healed up. And Astrid, I'm going to let you pick your spells after this roleplay scene. But each of you has discovered something about the camp, about the Thorn River Bandits, and I DM'd that to you, so you can read that off. What I'm going to ask everybody to do is to roll. Go ahead and click your characters and roll initiative using either perception or society, and this is basically just going to be the order of who presents what information.
There was something I was going to ask.
Okay, shoot.
Oh, shoot, Right. What space is the encampment in?
Technically, if we pulled back out, we were one.
Was it in GB?
What's the grid number, Fee?
Yeah, I thought Blasty was going to say something, but I'll give you that in just a moment.
I just forgot it. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's okay. I got you.
I just noticed our rumors tab is empty, even though.
Oh yeah, I've been writing those down on a piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like you were on GB7.
GB7?
GB7 is in
Camp for the Bandits, GB7.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Let's see. There we go. Of course, I rolled 20 on my freaking.
I mean, that's totally fine. Looks like we're missing someone.
No, Jory rolled perception. He didn't roll.
Oh, you just didn't click. What was your
No. He rolled perception. He didn't roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
Actually
fine. Well, what did he roll? Because it's
16.
16.
All right, that's fine. All right, so 16. Cool. So, just to remind, the way that we're going to be doing this is that on your turn, you can present your information, and then you can interact with one other party member. And that means you could ask them a question, you could, like, roleplay doing something for them, like sharing some of your breakfast. Basically something that you do and that they can respond to, and then we'll go to the next person. That way everybody gets a chance to do something. So, Sojin's first up, so when you're ready.
All right. Sojin looks to the group. Okay, as far as I can do with the count, there's about 5 or 6 people at that camp. Some of them look similar, so I couldn't be certain if it was 5 or 6. But, yeah. I think we can take that group as is. And then he starts ladling out the breakfast to everybody. Specifically to Zarni.
Okay,
Plates
so
her up with
everybody.
food.
Yep, so everybody is getting some breakfast handed out to them, like some rations. Speaking of which, it has been a week, so everybody mark down your rations by 1 week. And Zarni, how do you respond?
Just give me 1 second. Well, by what I've been able to detect, there's only a minor presence of magic.
Oh, hold on. Well, basically, how do you respond to Sojin giving you the meal?
Oh.
Your turn will come up next.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
She's just gonna. I'm just gonna thank him and then quietly eat. Not much of a morning person.
Fair enough. So after you've had your fill, it's now your turn. So what do you have to present?
While cleaning my lips off from whatever breakfast was, I'm going to put my bowl down in front of Yef and let him lick the scraps. I do detect a minor trace of magic, most likely potions or minor enchantments. I can't be very specific given the distance. And then I'm just going to sit quietly and wait for the others.
Okay. Would you like to interact with anyone before we go to the next turn?
Nah.
Okay. So then that moves to Jory.
Oh, thank you for the breakfast.
Not,
Is there any leftovers?
I mean, I got half a pot still left. I thought ahead.
Well, if no one else wants any, I'll have what's left over. Oh, and as I was walking around the camp, there's a little place over here where it looks like these bandits tried to hide a whole bunch of very expensive liquor.
Oh. You'll have to save that for a special occasion.
Well, I thought of maybe keeping some of it for me and then giving the rest to the trades post, selling it to them so they could make a profit off of this venture.
That is a smart move.
Okay. Would you like to interact with anyone before we go to the next turn?
No, I'll just keep eating.
Okay. So then that takes us to Iskander.
Iskander's just going to, after she finishes her food and gives Sojin a grateful smile, she's just going to get into business. The bandits have a few lookout spots up high in the trees. So maybe I spotted 2. I think I might have seen a third one as well. And so they're gonna have a good view of the path leading to the camp. Let's see. It's also Let's see. We can approach the camp from the northwest, but it would be in a place where we'd be less likely to be spotted, but we'd be going through rough terrain. And Iskander falls silent after that. Yeah, I'm not going to socialize.
Okay. And that takes us to Troyka.
What is breakfast again?
Currently, it's a bit of eggs, bacon, and some actually nice toast that somehow he's made out of hardtack that's actually edible.
Hey, you take those. So Troyka kind of, from traveling with her, you can see she doesn't usually like to have her kinetic aura up, but has turned it on for the moment, which has fortunately meant that like part of her drink is now like orbiting around her. But she is like illustrating by like drawing in the dirt using her kinesis, and says, there were more people in the camp earlier, but they appear to have left. I would say they haven't left in a hurry, so I don't think that they know that the assault on the attempt to shake down the outpost failed. They might be looking for their lost compatriots, but I don't think they know that they're in danger. Or dead.
Yes, they're on other business.
Or potentially other business, yes. Either way, I don't think that they are on high alert.
Understood.
Does Troyka wish to interact with anyone?
Not beyond, like... Not beyond anything she's already done. She might ask Iskander for help before leaving, just with setting her bandages again. Since
Iskander would be
Iskander's
happy to
helped with
help.
that before.
Okay.
Yep.
So since everyone's presented their information, we're going to go ahead and go to free roleplay as you discuss your plan.
So you said that from the northeast, huh?
From the northwest.
Northwest. Okay. Now, is that because there's less line of sight, or is that just because it was easier
Yes.
to?
Essentially, there are two paths into the bandit camp, and there are watchtowers. Well, not towers, but treetop outposts to look down, so the bandits can see the road. Anyone approaching from the roads. But if we come from the northwest, we could avoid those watch posts and sneak in undetected.
I see.
That being said, I would propose that if we do, that I split off from the party, that I take the main road so that I basically provide a distraction for you. Mm-hmm. I am more powerful and more well defended when I am mounted upon my horse, Yodrim.
I see.
And also, if worst comes to worst, I can just run away.
Yes. Well then. Anybody have any other ideas?
Well, I like the idea of a diversionary tactic so that we have time to get around to the less visible entry area. But you need to remember that since we will be going over the heavier terrain, we will take a longer time to get there than you on your...
Kitty!
I understand that. I suppose that I would have to perhaps make myself known, well, present myself later than when you snuck in. Yeah. So I'll delay.
I guess we could... I wonder if we could arrange some sort of signal. Perhaps a falling tree?
No, because that would draw attention to where the tree fell.
Yeah, very much so.
What about... Give me 1 second. What if I were to send Yef?
Oh, that is a good idea.
I am not familiar with how familiars work, so you would have to tell me if that could work.
Well, I could just send him running to you and let you know.
In that case, then yes, I could. That would work as a signal.
It was either that or a gust of wind.
And
Which
there are natural
be
gusts of
confusing.
wind.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we should do to prepare for this encounter?
Hmm.
Sharpen our blades and keep the pebbles out of our boots.
Those might be mine.
Uh,
Jokes I
all I can say is,
Iskander has been teaching me about humor.
doing good. All I can say is, if we run into Tartusio again,
Can we kill him?
How will we know he is so short?
okay, that's a good one.
I'll probably see him pretty close to eye. I think we can just take care of him.
Because whatever games he's playing is not good in the long run here.
One other thing before we finish, and before we get this started. I would like to take at least one of the bandits prisoner to learn more.
I mean, we have those amulets. Maybe we could confront them with what the hell those things stand for.
I think that would be a good place to start when if we're able to capture one alive.
All right.
Try.
I mean,
Yeah.
with that
Our
new,
lives take precedence.
with that mace of yours, I believe you could just conk somebody out.
We'll see.
All right. Well then, let us clean up camp here and get to it.
I'm going to move the alcohol to a different hiding place.
I mean, you can just store it on your steed.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Don't want to break it.
Well, remember, you haven't picked up the alcohol yet. You just saw them putting it down in the spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get that on the way out then.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Let us begin.
So, are there any other preps that the party wishes to make before you venture forth?
No. I just have
You
cat
have
aggro.
Okay, you do have your spells selected?
Yeah, I selected them.
Good.
Okay, awesome. So, in that case, then the question is, how are you all approaching? Like, are you going to be going by daytime, or are you going to wait until nightfall?
Nightfall would be the better option.
Now, keep in mind,
Yeah.
you do have two people that can't see in the dark.
Good point. And one of them is our distraction.
Yep. It doesn't really matter that I can't see.
Yeah.
Mary-
Now, you could have a torch, but just keep that in mind.
Yeah, let's go during the day then. That probably they won't expect it.
Nope. Sorry, cat. This is me arguing with the cat who's trying to get on the keyboard.
Oh.
All right, so then the plan is that you're going to move in with most of the party going in through the woods to try to sneak in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, with that said, I'm going to need... Yes, go ahead.
Before we move out, Sojin hands out the 4 Staglord amulets to the group that's going to be sneaking up from behind.
Oh, actually, there's one other thing I'd like to say. Perhaps instead of doing it at day or at night, we could just do it at dawn. That way,
Oh,
That's the full
Timer
flow.
approach for morning shift changeover.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
would work.
that would be the best. Yeah, that gives us time to get into position.
Exactly.
Okay, so just to make sure I understand, are you saying that you would like to? So this conversation is happening like late the evening, the previous night, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then you want to prep and get ready for dawn, correct?
Yes.
right.
All right. So it is just before midnight. Then, since you have a few hours to kill before the next day, I'm going to ask who is going to take watches, and I'm going to ask everybody to, you know, there are basically two watches: the midnight watch and then the 2 a.m. watch before dawn. So, who would like to take the midnight watch?
I will.
Well, hold on. Was there anyone else that wished to?
I also wish to.
Okay. So then that's
I'll take second watch.
Second
All
watch.
I can watch.
all right. So then you three will take the second watch, and you two will take first watch, correct?
Yes.
That's good.
All right. So then I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Jasper if you could please roll a flat d20 to see if you get a random encounter.
You got it.
No mushrooms.
Oh,
Nat
no.
one. I've rolled 2 dice tonight. They've both been nat ones.
Thankfully, that's a good thing on this one. So nothing happens during the night. But
Hey,
describe, and this is for Zarni and Troyka. Tell me about what happens that night. I'm gonna start with you, Troyka.
Troyka has her pocket watch out and isn't really directly looking at it. She has her kinetic aura up, so there's kind of a low thrum of primal. It's not magic, not magic. And at about midnight, while keeping it up, she begins to sculpt. She pulls a bit of earth out of the ground and begins to shape it, while not directly looking at it. And then over the course of the rest of the watch, well, let me see actually how well that process goes.
Okay.
Oh no.
wow.
I'd say it's pretty good, but what were you making?
It almost looks like Yef.
Aw.
All right. So meanwhile, while this is going on, while you're shaping this earth into like a stone, rocky, it's rock and stone, correct?
Rock
and
and
stone.
stone.
As soon as I
Yes.
said it, I thought about it, but okay. So while this is going on, what was Zarni doing?
Zarni initially was just looking out and around to watch for anything, and then kind of got distracted by watching. I'm sorry, my brain just glitched for 5 seconds. Troyka.
All
Doing the
right.
sculpture.
But it's new characters. We're all doing that.
Well, I've also got a migraine starting, so like my brain's like, oh no, names.
Well, okay. So what does Zarni think? How does Zarni respond once you see the stone taking shape in the Yef?
Okay. Pretty good job you did there.
Thank you. I do this. I've been doing this as a memory exercise. I've done everyone else already.
Huh.
I usually bury them when I'm done. It'll be a fun surprise for somebody else.
Maybe in 100 years.
Yeah. I don't. There's something about it that feels. She's trying to find the word, but like as she's pretty adamant about always taking the midnight watch and always at midnight begins like making something, but it seems like something that she's been doing off of like a routine that she doesn't remember why she does it, but has
Yeah.
just continued to do it.
Muscle memory.
Yeah. So, I don't know, gay witching hour or something. But behold, if yeah, that's hurt.
I'm sorry. What's it? To understand, I
So-
just started watching Interview with the Vampire, so gay witching hour just went all over the place in my head.
Happy
Good.
to help.
So,
Gosh.
what does your creation look like? Like, is it Yef like just being cute, or like in a
Okay.
pose?
It is whatever EF is doing literally right now.
Okay. He is sitting there on his back legs. His front legs are like a cat. You know how cats sit.
Perfect.
And like he's got his tongue sticking out like a dog, just kind of like a dopey little expression. Just like
Perfect. Okay, in that case it is Yef mid pant.
That's adorable.
Aww.
Trust the process, see the vision, draw the dog.
Shark dog, shark dog, shark dog, shark dog, shark dog.
I love this. So, once that's done, do you bury it so that it could be discovered by future archaeologists someday?
Pretty much, because even though, like, decent, not decent, she doesn't really seem to have a personal attachment to it, probably because she can't really see it, but is it kind of, there's like a vibe of like, does anybody want this? And if no one responds, she's just gonna like bury it into the earth.
Can I ask, is it going to be around when Iskander wakes up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I tell you what she's going to say when she wakes up and sees it?
Yes.
Well, better yet, let's do it this way. Towards the end of the watch, nothing happens. So, what does it look like as you get the other three for their watches? And we'll say that this is close enough that the Yef statuette is visible.
I mean, you're probably around the fire.
Zarni
So,
probably just walks up between Jory and Sojin. Sorry.
All good.
And just kind of like pokes them both with a foot. Time to get up.
Right, boss.
I just went to sleep.
Zug.
And
Iskander just sort of notices the shuffling about and probably just wakes up on her own.
Mhm.
When she sees...
That's an interesting sculpture you're making there.
Well,
In
hold
some
on. I think
I was gonna say.
Iskander wanted to say something about the sculpture, so let's do that first.
So,
Okay.
is that statue of Yef to scale?
Yeah.
So it is
And,
Shark Puppy.
And it's currently sitting at the fire in a way that would be possibly there just to trick you to think that it is Yef, but it's not Yef.
I
Understood.
suggest we set it at the entrance of this little camp to spook anybody coming back to the camp.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a
Does
good
sound like a
idea.
smarter thing to do with it, yes.
oh my gosh, Mary! Cat aggro.
The cat disagrees.
Come
So,
here, old gal. Come here.
then, is there anything else that you wish to do before Zarni and Troyka take their sleep?
Iskander's just gonna praise Troyka for the statue.
Just wonderful.
Oh gosh, Mary,
It's cute.
stop.
She is pleased.
Stop.
Okay. So, Jory, did you have a comment about the statue before we go to your part of the watch?
Well, I just basically said Oh, that's a very interesting sculpture you're making. I think we ought to leave it at the center, at the entrance to the camp here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that
sounds like better than what I was going to do. Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So then the pair go to sleep for their rest, and the rest come up for their watch. So starting with Jory, what are you doing during your part of the watch?
Kind of walking around the camp with my eyes and ears open, watching and listening for intruders or
Nope.
approaching animals.
Okay. You do spot a few animals, mostly like rodents and smaller like hares, basically looking
Battery
for food
10%.
before it gets too early. And of
Standard.
course, owls flying through the trees, looking for things to pluck up. So nothing out of the ordinary.
As long as they're
And
not owl bears, I'm not too scared.
no, why would there be an owl bear?
Hey,
But
I had an
yeah?
idea. To represent the second statue, I'm just going to place another Yef down.
Yeah, and I will put a token on it to represent that it's the statue version.
Yeah.
But okay.
There we go.
So, Sojin, what about you?
Sojin is he's watching. He's doing rounds, but you can see he's actually cleaning the remains of the dinner, prepping a small sort of on-the-go breakfast for the group as he's working. You know, just cutting fruit from their and prepping stuff that they can eat on the go as he's walking and watching.
Okay. So you're prepping breakfast, and it's just a standard campfire breakfast. Nothing special, given the ingredients you have to work with.
Oh yeah.
And finally, Iskander.
Iskander's just being very professional. She's just patrolling around the camp, keeping an eye out with her normal human eyes that can't see into the darkness. She's doing her best.
Yeah, doing your best. So, a few hours pass. Dawn comes, and nothing happens. You're free to wake up. No issues happen, and you can prepare to intrude on the camp. So,
All right.
I'm assuming that according to the plan that you made earlier, and by the way, it is now Fire Day, the 18th of Frost. I assume that just going back to the original plan, that the sneak team is going to be going first, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and that's everyone except for Iskander, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you be leaving your horses behind?
Probably.
Would make
Yeah,
the
well-
most sense.
Horses are not very sneaky, as we learned last session.
Yep.
Okay, so then
Sojin just taps his horse. Stay steady. We'll be back.
okay. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and ask who would like to lead the stealth roll. Now, don't roll yet. I just want to know who wants to lead the roll.
I would think our expert in stealth would love to lead the role.
I can certainly give it a try.
Okay. So then I'm going to ask everybody else to make a help check. So
All right.
roll your stealth, or a relevant lore if you have one that would help you get through the woods.
Oh, I am re-rolling that.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, what? Oh, that's totally. Why am I suddenly trained in stealth?
You tried
That is, sorry, something happened there. That is
what-
totally. Sorry, those rolls are invalid.
How are they invalid?
I was somehow I was trained in stealth there. I was accidentally put it up to trained.
Oh.
So
What you're saying is that it'll be worse.
yeah, but it's like I'm saying honestly, like that those numbers are not right. That's what I'm saying. They're supposed to be lower.
Okay. Well, we'll go with the second roll, which
Yeah,
would be a failure, but it's not a failure enough
Critical.
to get. It's not a critical fail, which is the important part.
It doesn't
So-
add to anything,
Mhm.
is what we're saying.
He doesn't drop the stack of cooking pans and tins down a cliff.
Yeah. Anyway, so we still need Troyka and Zarni to roll.
Sorry,
You're
I
rolling
was looking
still?
something else. I was
All
looking
good.
at
It's
something
all
else.
good.
Okay.
I better roll real good.
All right.
Yeah.
All that means is that you don't get any bonuses to your check. So you will get a +2 because you are going through the woods. So that will help. So
Ooh, I gotta re-roll that.
all right. So that would be a 15, and let me just make a GM roll. Okay. So you the party creeps along. Oh, by the way, who's holding the extra DF?
Oh, we left that.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so
that's being left.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'll move that.
Second camp.
All right, so you make it to the furthest edge of the scouted area, and I'm going to move you to the map in just a moment.
Okay.
All right, so I believe everyone should be able to see.
Yeah.
Nope.
Streamer eyes.
Yeah,
Nope.
that should be right here.
Oh, all the top
Uh,
corner. Okay.
You
Oh,
see.
right.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, and Iskander will be coming in from the top part, and I've already put you on the map. So you can just tell me when you want to get in. Now, so the party has moved in, and you can see the scouted area. Just to describe what you see, one moment.
See anything? I don't see anything.
I
Like, we
just
see,
see
like,
the
this-
trees we're standing in.
Yeah, like that is like I don't see anything until I move past this point here.
Oh, okay. I see the problem. All right, so let me move you guys one moment.
Were you saying that I'm off the map right now?
I mean, I'm just
Okay.
keeping you there so that you can actually see what's going on.
Yeah. Understood.
Yeah. So we'll just say that you're in the trees right now because I forgot to check the sight lines. But okay, so just to describe the camp, one moment. The camp that you see is relatively large, and it looks like the encampment itself, from a distance, looks to be somewhere in the 50 to 70-foot range, and it is close to the Thorns North Bank. A path winds alongside a shallow creek that leads directly up to the campsite that you were using, or not too far from it. And the path continues for another 200 feet north and south and west along the path. But your scouting shows that what you need to do is to go in the direct opposite direction. Basically, the camp is towards the southeast of your current position.
So over here-ish.
Yeah, somewhere in this direction. So, with that said, what will you do? Because remember, you're currently Iskander is waiting for your signal.
Yep.
Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah.
We're all here.
Okay.
Mhm.
She's
I'm
got
just
real
thinking-
quiet.
I was just thinking. So I guess we just got to move forward then. So
If it would help, should we roll initiative so that everybody get a turn?
that makes sense.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. Everybody roll initiative, if you please.
I'll roll initiative. I'm just not here yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think everybody's rolled. So Zarni, what are you doing? And by the way, since we're not in actual combat time, think more like what are you doing over the course of 10 minutes?
Yeah.
rather than like what you know.
I'm actually going to spend 10 minutes to focus.
Okay. So you already have your focus point, so you're just focusing just to wait and see what happens?
Yep.
Okay.
Also because I
So
have
then-
cat aggro.
Gotcha. Troyka, you're up.
Troyka is going to spend 10 minutes using expanded kinesis to create a dirt bridge for them to cross the water without having to get in the water.
That is smart.
Yeah, no splish splash.
All right, so let me. I will add a bridge to the to it.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, next up is Sojin. What are you doing?
Sojin is moving forward, slightly down to where this. She's sort of scouting the river slowly. While Troyka is building that, he's moving down to about here. He could see whatever this is.
Okay, so I'm just going to use that. Let me just put that up.
Good enough.
Yeah, and I have another part of the map that I can. Just need to put that down.
Actually, looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that middle part was originally the road bit, but no, that's
There you
actually smart. That's smart.
I'm
Perfect,
glad
thank
I
you.
bought that. Yeah, no problem. So you set up that, and you spend 10 minutes doing that. And Sojin, as you explore, I'm gonna need you to give me a perception check.
All right, perception. 13.
Okay, 13. Let me just check something. Wrong one. Okay. So as you travel, you make it to what looks to be a small copse of trees, and down in distance around this bush, you can see I have to actually. Around this bush, you can see what looks to be a cart that is just empty and lying out in the next to the path.
And what about the thing that I'm standing right next to?
What about it?
Is there?
You look up and you see what looks to be like just some trees.
Oh, I thought that was a cart.
No.
Okay, well, in that case, he sees that and he pulls back to Troyka. And
Okay. So, in that case, Jory.
Jory's going to attempt to sneak across the bridge.
Okay. You've already rolled, so we'll keep that check unless you need to re-roll. But go ahead and move across the bridge.
Okay, dude. Sorry, guys.
And
Cat aggro. Ow.
Right
as
to
you
there.
as you get across the bridge, you see that there are two thick logs that lie positioned alongside the forest trail. And I'm going to ask you to give me a perception check. Okay. You notice grooves in the ground that suggest that the logs have been pushed on and off of their spots, and it occurs to you that it's most likely they're used to block the road if need be.
Okay.
All right. And Iskander, you're still waiting for a signal, correct?
Still waiting.
Okay, so I guess you're gonna just remain off the map for now.
That's right.
Okay. So in that case, let me just check something here.
So how far do we want to get before we signal into Iskander? If we
Yeah.
assume that
Well, I'm gonna say don't bother because
we got spotted.
yeah, I mean a bridge
Yeah.
was just built right there.
All right, so at that point,
so-
I think we're just
well,
signaling
hold-
Iskander.
Well, hold on.
Huh?
Basically, what happens is that from up above the trees, and this is why I asked you to roll perception, Sojin, because you missed you didn't see
You're right
it.
here. Right.
Yeah. You suddenly see a stone flying through the air and attempting to hit you. So I'm going to roll just to see if it actually hits you. I'm just going to roll this just to see if it hits your armor class. You are going to be at -2 because of flat-footed, so is
Still
your armor class...
misses.
It still misses. Okay.
Yeah, you had to be, if -2, you had to get above 16.
Okay. Well, what that still does is that you still are going to... A stone flies through the air and nearly hits you, but it misses. And because it misses, you don't take the damage from the stone. However, all of a sudden you hear a loud, deafening bang and explosion sound, and you and Troyka are going to both need to give me a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Oh, I know what that was.
Okay.
Shit.
So, it looks like that you both failed. So that means that you are both deafened, and you take one splash damage from Sonic. And at this point, I'm going to ask... by the way, Iskander, go ahead and give me a perception check. You are going to get a +2 to your check to see if you can recognize it.
Yep. Can I perceive things? Yes, I can.
Okay. So you hear the sudden explosion. So now I'm going to go ahead and roll... Well, that was a bad roll.
Oh my.
And...
How long does that last?
Until the end of the next turn.
Okay.
So...
What is this, the Cressel Run?
Hush. So at that point, I'm going to go ahead and remove that so that you can see what you missed. And we're going to go ahead and go into initiative. I did roll, so let me just reorganize the initiative.
Oh, is that little like spyglass thing supposed to be like a...
It's the streamer cam.
Okay, the streamer cam. Okay.
Yeah, basically just a request that Astrid made so that the stream can actually see what's going on, that your characters may not.
That's good.
And I have been using it appropriately.
No, I know, and I appreciate that. All right, so if that's the case, then let me just go ahead and start this up. This is a standard encounter. So, it looks like that, Zarni, you are up first.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you heard an explosion, and you hear the exactly what I mentioned, that something exploded, and you hear... because you are aware, you do see a high vantage point that someone may have been able to throw something from. Basically, because they threw it, they exposed themselves.
Yep.
So you can actually see.
Yep. All right. In that case, I am going to move. Let me double check. I think I figured it was right there. Yeah, it was right there. Click things. I'm going to move right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to throw out my hand with a snap of my finger and light this dude on, or try. No, that's not the one I wanted.
Oh, which one did you want?
I clicked ignition.
Oh, well, go ahead and click.
Timber.
Okay, well, it's all right. Go ahead and click ignition then. Okay, so that is an attack roll of 16. And let me see. Because he does have standard cover, his armor class is increased by 2 since he's at a high point. That is... Where is it? Here we go. That is going to hit. So that is 7 damage, correct?
Yep. And
Yes.
persistent fire damage.
Is that...
Yep.
I
Oh,
thought
that's
the
critical
persistent was if you
success.
crit.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, so you move and you snap your fingers, and he bursts into flames. But he's, you can hear him. You can hear the bandit like patting the flames off of them just before he can actually catch and ignite into fire. And Troyka, you're up.
Is the... So they're up here, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there's one person up there.
Are they on a? They're on a platform made of wood.
Yep, platform made of wood, about 20 feet up.
Is the wood sitting on ground? Is the wood sitting on dirt?
Yes.
Not
It
for
basically
long.
like part. Uh-oh. What do you do? What are you gonna do?
Bring it down!
I'm going to attempt to extended kinesis to remove a. Like, I took expanded kinesis as one of my second level feats to. Which lets me use my kinesis to affect a larger area more. Excuse me.
Mhm.
More rapidly. So I'm going to use the proliferate effect to make the dirt in one of these corners fill a 5x5 square.
Oh, kind of topple it over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I think that's incredibly clever. So I'm gonna go ahead and the bandit's gonna have to make. What's your spell save or your effect? Your DC?
12.
Okay. 12. So I'm gonna be at a -2 because obviously.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. It's okay. It's 13. Sorry, it wasn't tracking the right ability.
No, that's all good.
Well, hold on. Am I? Do I have what?
You shouldn't.
I just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm. Okay. 17. Sorry. Edited. It should be scaling off of my constitution because kineticist is a weird class.
Yay!
Oh
That is
boy,
strange.
so I'm at a -2, so because obviously this is totally unexpected, so I need to roll a 19. Alright, so since I rolled a 19, I am going to
No,
put
where you said
not-
you were saying you're at -2. That's
Oh,
an
you are
18.
correct. You are correct, so that failed.
Damn.
So I'm gonna let you roll. That's going to be 1d6 and 1d4. 1d6 for the actually, let me see, that's 2d6 plus 1d4 from like crumbling, sticks and stuff falling on them as well.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
On. Oh, you said do I need to roll?
I mean, unless you want me to roll the damage.
I can do it. You said 1d6 and 1d4.
2d6 and
2d6,
1d4.
1d4.
Alright, so that's going to be.
Maximum damage.
Yeah, just dude's toast as the I'm gonna draw an X on it to show that it's been like crumbled, but the watch is crumbled. So that's done.
Orca kind of looks at her like the property of her own work, being temporary deaf at the moment, says slightly too loudly, "What?"
Sojin responds with 2 thumbs up.
Alright. Sojin, you're up. Oh, and also you've regained your hearing.
Sojin puts his fingers in his mouth, whistles, sort of the signal, I guess, the additional signal to
Iskander.
Iskander. And then he moves across. He motions to move across the river. Let me get measurements here.
Yeah, obviously we are in combat time now.
Let's see, so what's my move speed again? 25. All right, so I'm using 25. 25 is 50, so I'm moving to about here. Okay. So I use 2 movements to get my ass across the river. At this rate.
So much for sneaking up on them.
My bad!
Also, Jory and Sojin, you can both give me a perception check.
20.
Okay. So,
Slightly better.
all right, so you spot another high vantage point with a bandit who is currently grabbing a bow.
I draw and shoot him with, or I would have already had it out. But my hand bow. I'm shooting it with my hand bow.
Okay.
16. Let me see. I have +2 armor class. So that'll be a hit. So for 3 damage, as the arrow flies true and strikes him in the leg.
Does it disrupt his fire?
Well, he was not firing yet.
Oh.
No.
It was worth
Right.
a shot.
And that's it for you.
Yep. You had to use.
All right. So from somewhere within the camp, you hear someone shouting out, "Hey lads! It looks like we have ourselves a bunch of troublemakers. Somebody's been asking for a beating, and we're gonna give it to him. For the Stag Lord!" And with that, let me see. Their movement is that. So let's see where they go.
And he is no longer deafened.
So
Like, I heard that loud and clear. Staglord, I think we're on the right path.
and then actually no. You know what? Let's go back.
There we go.
So we'll go there and then prepare something, and that's going to be their turn. So Jory, you're up.
Which side of the tower this guy's shooting is from has its ladder on it?
The ladder is over here.
All right, cool. I'm going to jump the log and run over there. And climb the ladder.
Okay. So let me just check. That's 1 movement. That's 2, and then you can give me. Let me just check something. Go ahead. You don't have to make a. Give me an athletics check just to see if you can scale up fast enough to get up to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, easily done. You clamber up to the top so that you reach up to the top. So I'll just move you up here. Boop. And that was 2 movements, so I believe you have 1 more.
I just
Hold
did
on.
it.
Yes.
Squish!
Oh my god.
24. Okay. So you make your roll, and you immediately smash into him and deal 11 points of damage because this is sneak attack since he hasn't had a turn yet, taking out that bandit.
Nice.
All right, so Iskander, you're up. You will need to use 1 action to get onto the map because you've been some distance away.
Yep.
So
I am
what will you do with the rest?
When I get onto the map, do I arrive here since I was supposed to be on the road anyways?
Yeah, that works. So go ahead and move yourself.
Okay. I am going to command my horse to gallop. Gallop gives me so like a horse can normally move at 40 feet per turn, or sorry, 40 feet per stride. But with gallop you get +10 on each stride. So basically, I'm moving at 50 feet per stride. So 100 feet in total.
All right, so
Let me
go
just
move
check.
yourself an additional 10 feet then.
Yep.
And that's your first action.
Yep. I guess I didn't even need to do that necessarily. But this
Well,
poor
remember,
bastard.
you were off the map, so you didn't know.
Yep. This poor bastard's gonna get impaled. Just going to let's see. I'm gonna move a little bit before that.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep, that's it.
All right. And
then she is going to attack with her lance. She is currently not using her shield, so it is at a D8 instead of a D6.
What I was going to say was that as you launch in, she's going to use her reaction because she readied an action, and she takes a 5-foot step back.
Well, that's still in range.
No. It's
Lance
10
has
foot
a-
range.
Since I have movement left over, but since I did intend to stop like 10 feet away for her, do I just have to like stride again?
Yeah, you can stride again, but basically just won't be able to impale.
Okay. In that case, Iskander's actually just going to back up for now. She's actually just going to go in this direction. And
Okay.
that's my turn.
All right. So now it's the bandits' turn. So the bandits are going to move in. Let's see. Where are they going to move? This one's going to move twice to approach the steed. And this one is, let me see, that's 25, 50, and is going to shoot at Sojin. So first, we're going to go for the one that's shooting at you, Sojin. You are going to get +2 armor class because you are behind the log.
All right, so you have to beat a 20.
Well, I mean, we'll try.
Ooh, close.
Very close. All right, and that's their action. And the other one is going to attempt to hit Iskander. So that's going to be a dagger strike. 22.
That hits.
All right, so you take 5 damage as they get slashed dagger across your thigh.
Gotcha.
All right, top of the round, Zarni.
Okay. I'm going to use 2 actions to move right here, and then after that, instead of doing any attacks, cast Glass Shield.
Okay, so you empower yourself with the glass shield. Troyka, you're up.
Cross the water first, so 5. This person's too far away. Yeah, we have to move again.
So I actually gained 4 hit points from that. Okay.
Yee.
Yeah, for 10 HP, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So that bumps me up to 30 HP, which is fine.
After getting closer, Troyka is going to make a ranged kinetic blast attack on this guy.
Okay, go for it. 15 will hit for 8 damage. So, what are you launching?
Well, because she is not 100% sure if there's anything between her and her target, it's much more likely that she, like, stomps the ground and then directly under them, like, rocks fly up.
Alright, rocks fly up, and then you launch them forward, and you just spear into the bandit and just...
No. Let me rephrase. It's more like that the rocks fly upwards from their square.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's more like getting sneak attacked by the ground.
Okay, so then the
Nut
rocks come up...
shot from the ground!
Yeah, potentially.
So he gets an uppercut by a bunch of stones and like slashes appear, and eventually he succumbs to his wounds and collapses down to the ground. All right, and that's it for you, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Sojin, you're up.
Yep. Alright, so, Sojin is going to... fuck it. Yeah, gotta move up first move. Grab. Yoink. Yeah, he's gonna go here.
Mm-hmm.
Reload. Take aim at the one that's right here.
Okay.
And fire the crossbow.
All right, the arrow flies true and cuts them inside for 6 points of damage.
Yeah, he's aiming for non-lethal hits here.
Well, remember, range, you can't really do non-lethal.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you have to be in melee to do non-lethal, unless you have a spell that... Go ahead.
Right, he's trying. On principle. He's trying to just, like... he's not aiming for, like, body.
Non-vital.
Like,
Yeah.
He's like,
Gotcha.
he's aiming for legs.
Oh, okay,
If he-
gotcha.
If he dies, he dies.
He dies, but we're just trying to disable to make it easier on
In
others.
melee, you can guarantee that, but in ranged,
There's
maybe.
Yeah. So let me see. What are my options? So.
Throw it, yes!
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Kressel will approach, Troyka and shout out, "I don't know why you lot are here, but I swear I'll make you pay." And she licks the edge of her hatchet and then swings it towards you.
Hope that wasn't poisoned.
Here is the first attack. Let me see. Oh, actually, you know what? Better option. We're gonna do a hatchet flurry.
Oh no.
So
Oh boy.
no.
So she attacks with both hatchets, making 2 strikes at the same target. Apply her multi-attack penalty to each strike normally. So, we're going to do the first one.
Ooh!
Oh my god! What is
And-
this?
Uh-oh,
And
she
a
was plus
second?
8 to hit.
You broke your hatchet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
You broke your hatchet.
Oh my god.
I guess I really do think the hatchet must have been rusty. She
Oh
might
my
get
God.
tetanus now.
Are we sure the glass shield didn't hit Troyka instead?
Apparently! God, alright.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That's...
Oh,
So
thank
she's
you, Matt
then-
Rock.
So then she's going to attempt to intimidate you as her final action. So, does a 13 beat your will save plus 10?
No.
Okay, so she failed. Oh my god. Kressel. More like the Kressel fail. Alright,
Yeah.
Jory, you're up.
Uh-oh. Nothing. Okay, I have to climb down.
Mm-hmm. So
Or
that's
jump.
one action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
use
well.
the body as a landing pad.
And then go right there. This is the enemy, correct?
Yep, the
Yes.
one that's right next to.
So you climb
Remember.
down, correct?
Yep.
Alright. So that's one action to
then-
climb down, one action to
And
move.
then shove a mace at him.
Okay, a 10 is not going to do it, even with the sneak attack, with the flanking bonus.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so
So that one?
Oh, well,
That's
you would only
that
get
was
one
my-
attack. Yeah,
only one?
yeah,
Because
because
you
you
took-
climb down is one action, move is a second action.
Ah, okay. Well, then never
Do
mind.
you want to reroll, or did you already use your?
I
reroll?
already used it.
Okay, so then she manages to slip underneath your attacks. Iskander,
Bird.
you're up.
Or jump over his attacks.
Quick question. Is dismounting from a horse an action?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, understood. In that case, Iskander orders commands her horse to attack. So let me just roll that really quickly.
Horse smash.
Oof!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a good hit. And as the horse rears up and says the neigh, smashing them down. And the horse can still move as well.
The top two.
Jesus. So that it just died? Okay.
Yeah, plus 5 to hit.
Jesus. Okay. I thought it.
So
I.
good.
Okay. Let me just do a quick measurement. Can I reach? There's a whole bunch of trees in the way, so I'm going to go through the only
Well,
place that.
this is a bush. You can actually attempt to athletics jump over it.
But would my horse have to do that athletics check?
Yes, your horse would have to.
Let me see what their athletics is. Oh, not bad actually. In that case, I will indeed attempt to jump over that bush.
Go for it.
So let me just roll that really quickly. Is that athletics?
Yes,
Yeah.
or strength if they don't have athletics.
They do.
What?
What happens now? Do I just
Okay.
like fall?
No, it's not a critical failure. So basically, you just have to eat up another. They kind of stumble, and you have to eat another 10 feet of movement.
Okay. I wasn't expecting to kill him on that first action, so I can just command my horse to move again. So I'm
Well,
just
no,
going to do that.
Well, minions only get 2 actions. Period. No matter, you can't command them multiple times.
You can't? Okay.
No.
In that case, she is going to dismount and run towards the action. I actually don't know where the action is happening because, of obscure feet from the forest.
I don't know where the action's happening for a different reason.
But I'm going to guess that's like over here-ish. Can she hear like the sound of swords clanging and yelling and all that sort of stuff?
Yes.
Right. So yeah, she'll travel over here. Can you see my marker?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool.
All right, so here I'll move you. So
Thank you.
that's 10, 20, 25. So that's as far as you can get.
Understood. But fortunately, the lance has a 10-foot reach, so this is just enough. I won't get any benefits from the mounted movement, but
Well, keep in
what you
mind
can
that since you issued an order to your mount, so that's 1 action.
Mhm.
Dismounted is 2, and then
Oh,
move is
right,
3.
right, you're right. Nice.
Okay. So top of the round, Zarni, you're up again.
All right. She's gonna look at Cressla.
Mhm.
Cressel. Okay.
Mhm.
And just tilt her head slightly. And then
Remember, we're trying not to kill them. We're trying not to kill them.
Let her take her action.
Dang it.
Okay, well, it's a saving throw, so I have to roll a saving throw.
Ah.
So, let me see. Reflex save. Where is it?
Please fail. Please
There it
fail.
Yeah!
Fail. So,
Wow.
all of a sudden, a tree suddenly sprouts up and then topples over, smashing Cressel for 6 points of damage, and then the tree becomes a bunch of mulch.
That and then since that was a 2 action, or no, yes, 2 action.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go ahead and take a. Let me measure.
I mean,
Right there.
Okay, and also the glass shield wears off.
Yep.
All right.
alright, I'm assuming you're carrying Jeff right now?
Yeah.
No, I'm imagining that Yef is like
Just
shark
puppy
arms
following.
hanging on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Hanging on
Yeah.
your shoulders.
He's not actively moving on his own, is
No.
what we're saying.
Yeah,
No,
because
no.
otherwise he would be way back there. But okay, so Zarni, it is now Troyka's turn.
Having someone standing next to her, she's going to go for a melee attack, and it's actually going to do a melee kinetic blast.
Oh, Lord.
And it's going to do it as a 2 action. So let me bring up the rules specific for this, because I haven't actually gotten to do a melee kinetic blast yet.
Oh,
You're doing one of those earthbending moves?
Oh, this is cool.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be the same attack roll as normal, but the damage bonus will be different if it hits. So
roll those
be,
numbers.
Dice plus 7. So I will reroll.
That will hit. So, are you sure you want to reroll?
Oh, okay. In that case, it's going to be 5 plus strength modifier and plus con modifier, so 5 plus 5. It's going to be 10 damage.
Yep, 10 damage. She's still up, but that's a heavy blow as you, like... what does this look like?
Basically her, like, the kinetic aura that kind of follows her around when she's using her kinetic abilities kind of wraps around her sword, so the sword kind of has an orbit of, like, dirt and moisture that kind of solidifies onto the weapon. And then as she swings it, it kind of slices outwards.
Oof.
Nice.
Mud
And as
slap.
it strikes true, she is bloodied and bleeding and is in terrible pain, but she is still up, and it is now Sojin's turn.
Well, hold on, I still have one more action.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. I miscounted. I miscounted. That's my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, kinetic block is only a 2, not a 3.
Yeah, sadly there is no 3-action kinetic blast. I don't know if sadly is the right word for that.
I mean,
Anyways.
given the damage.
Anyways, here comes the... Alright, Iskander is saying that we need to take her alive, so Troyka is going to keep that in mind as she makes another attack.
Okay. So, this is attack number 2, right?
Never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's a miss. Alright, and with that, it'll be Sojin's turn.
Alright, move 1 set. Move 2. Wait. That's 25. Let me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There. And he is going to See, can I do this from a distance? No, I
What are you
can't.
trying to do?
I was just gonna see if I could throw something at somebody at her to disarm her. But no.
So it says you have to be melee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, range disarm is a feat.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, he is just gonna... Is that technically...
Yeah, that works. Alright, so I need to make a reflex save, am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And it's against your save DC, whatever that is.
17.
Alright, so I did succeed, and what does that do? Wait, hold on. Tango foot
Wait.
bag on a critical hit. No, I'm sorry, you roll to attack, so roll an attack.
Alright, let me roll my rapier then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
That hits.
So that's going to be a critical hit. So on a critical hit, a creature in contact with a solid surface becomes stuck to the surface and immobilized for 1 round. So they are immobilized and they're stuck to the spot.
Stay still! We're not gonna kill you yet. You're still useful.
You just had to throw that last one in there.
Right.
You just had to say yet.
That's more of a yet. It's kind of like a reflexive word for him.
I mean, he was a pirate.
Yep.
So is that it for you?
Yep, that's all 3.
All right. So Cressel is stuck to the spot, and since she's immobilized, let me just make sure, see if I can actually do anything, or if I just can't move.
And any effects by a DC?
I can't use anything that has a move trait, and okay. So since I can't move, and like my feet are her feet are literally stuck to the ground. Excuse me. She is angry, and she is going to first attempt to intimidate Jory.
Yeah, that's a no.
God. All right. Uh,
That went right over my head, lady.
mhm. All right, then she'll use the lesser healing potion. And I believe a lesser healing potion is, what is it again? It's 2d8 plus 5. Yes, 2d8 plus 5.
Oh God.
So 2d8
Wow,
plus 5.
jeez.
No, that's just me rolling. That's me just hitting the action. That's not what she
Right.
actually do.
So she regains some health as she pops a potion, and then she's going to use her last action to do another Hatchet Fury, one targeting Troyka and one targeting Jory. So here's the first one against Jory.
Ouch.
24 will hit. What's your armor class?
19.
Okay, so it's not a crit, so you take 6. And a attack targeting Troyka. 21?
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so you take 5. And since I didn't get a crit, so I can't use the maiming chop ability. Alright, so that's it for her. Jory, you're up.
Okay, someone says we have to take this person alive.
You don't necessarily have to do that with your fists.
Well, that will trigger sneak attack, so that's going to be 11 damage.
Holy shit! Holy shit, right?
Well, technically that only is 1 damage because she healed up 10.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's still 11 right now, so you can make another. Do you want to take another attack?
Holy shit!
All right.
Holy
So how do you want to do
shit.
this?
I'm gonna take an upper thrust underneath her armpit.
Oh, no, not an armpit hit.
Oh dear
All right.
lord.
And with that, you knock her unconscious, and she is down for the count. And with that, all is quiet in the camp as the party is free to explore and do what you wish to do.
First
So-
things first, we are binding her up.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, Iskander's just going to look at Jory in shock for like 10, 20 seconds maybe, with her mouth agape. She did not know that such a small person could be capable of such a big hit.
Battery 40%.
Wait till you see brutalize.
Let's just put it this way: if he crits with his weapons, he frightens people.
Right.
We're going to keep the same initiative order. So after Cressel is tied up, since Jory got the last hit, I'm going to let Jory go first. What are you doing for the next 10 minutes?
Exploring and looting.
Okay, what are you looting exactly? Like, are you going for like the bandits? Or are you going for
Well,
Cressel
the one,
himself?
the bandits first. The guy I knocked down, and then her.
Okay, so the
Well,
reason I
actually,
say
her first, since she's right here.
yeah, the reason I say is because so that other people can loot. You say like I'm going after the minions or I'm going after the named person. You know.
Yeah.
So since you're going after Cressel, what you find is, and I'll go ahead and put this in the. I'm gonna put this in the chat. But you find 2 hatchets, studded leather armor made for a human, so not for you. a
That's
silver
a-
stag lord amulet, and 8 gold piece and 5 silver piece. So there you go.
All right.
Okay, so going to the next, Iskander, what are you doing for the next 10 minutes?
Iskander's just going to get back on her horse, and she's just going to start patrolling around. She's specifically looking out for any other bandits that might be around or incoming.
All right, so you can make a perception check.
Will do. Perception. Decent.
All right. It seems that things are clear on your end, but over here at the wagon that's way over here in the distance, and I'm just gonna like zap you over there.
Yep.
You find that the wagon has supplies enough supplies for a spike snare to be made. So basically, Jory can make a spike snare for free if you take those supplies.
Cool. I guess that Iskander would just take a quick break to grab those.
All right, and going to the next. Zarni, what are you doing for the next 10 minutes? Okay. So, one of the first things that you find at the campsite is that you find 6 folded tents that are currently stored under a platform. And you also find a stone-lined campfire currently doused. A pile of kindling and smaller sticks nearby. And you also find hidden underneath like a small tarp, a big, huge crate of alcohol. Like wines, booze, and things like that.
Seems to be a theme.
Okay. Troyka?
Troyka is going to search the bandit camp for food.
Okay. You do indeed find some food. You find that the bandit camp apparently had splitting between everyone 1 week of rations and dried supplies, mostly like dried rabbit and things like that.
Yeehaw.
So we got
So everybody can add 1 week of rations back.
Sweet.
Hooray! We're resupplied.
Okay,
For
Sojin.
free.
Sojin is going to look for paperwork and anything relating to the Stag Lord.
Okay, so you can give me a perception check.
All right. Perception. I'm rerolling that. There we go.
Okay, critical success. So not only do you find there are no papers or anything like that. However, what you do find is that there is a sack of supplies hidden in like some of the logs around that appear to be like crates of furs and food supplies and like dry goods, which you remember was stolen from Oleg's or in previous months. You also find, however, small little footprints that are creeping around some of these logs, and a nature check may be able to tell you what those are.
Sweet. Nature.
Okay, it's not going to be high enough. They're just small little padded footsteps, but you can show it to someone else during and have them take a look.
Who else has a good nature check?
Well,
Forest lore.
forest lore would work.
Yeah, he calls over Jory. Jory, I'm certain I've seen these before, but what do you make of these foot tracks?
They're small.
Not only do you know
Holy
that they're
shit.
small, but you actually identify that those are mites. And basically, mites are kind of like small, or mitflits, excuse me. Mitflits are kind of cowardly creatures that are kind of gremlin-y phase. And
The ones that we met last night? Yeah.
Yeah, you actually encountered them before. Just last night, in fact.
You know what they are because we fought some of them just the other night.
Oh yes, the ones
Little
we told
mitflits.
the little guys we told off.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same group. Oh, they would be in for a shock if we found them.
Okay. So, everything has been now discovered at the camp, so I'm assuming that you would like to interrogate Cressel, right?
Just double checking. None of us found any sign of what was her name? Svetlana's ring.
You didn't take the time to look through the supplies, but no, you don't see any signs yet. If you'd like, you can. If the party wants to all work together for 10 minutes, you can look through the supplies and see if you find them.
Yeah, let's do that before we interrogate the bitch.
All right, is everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right. You spend 10 minutes looking over the supplies and giving it a fine-tooth comb search, and you find no signs of the ring.
Either it's not here anymore, aka the Mitvits wandered off with it, or it was taken by the bandits. Well, let's find out.
All right, so...
Oh, yes.
Oh, and
Let's
by the
have-
way, real quick, on the... I need somebody to roll 5d8. Let's have Iskander do it this time.
5d8s?
Yeah, 5 8-sided dice.
1 second then.
Oh, no.
D8.
That does not bode well.
24.
Okay. You find 24 silver coins among the rest of the bandits, as well as 40 arrows for a short bow.
All right, well, I don't use a short bow, but I'll put those on there.
Or any kind of bow, excuse me.
Well, I use bolts, not bow.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so-
crossbow,
Okay.
crossbows and bows aren't compatible.
Well, no, for sure. I just wanted to make sure we covered that, but...
So we're at 29 silver there. And you said how many?
Yes.
How many things of arrows? You said it was 30.
40 arrows.
40 arrows.
Battery.
Iskander actually
30%.
could use a bow if she actually finds one. She's a fighter, so she's proficient with most weapons.
Well,
Oh.
lucky for you, every one of the bandits does have a short bow, so you could just take one.
Yeah, I'll take one.
All right,
All right,
boom,
great.
you have a bow.
And 40 arrows.
Cool.
All right, I'll
I'll add
remove
this
that.
to my inventory.
All right. Saving
So-
changes. There we go.
Who wants to? How do you wake her up? Because she's currently unconscious.
Oh, if I can do it,
Yes, please.
right to the
Uh-oh.
face. Just like
Oh my god.
puts her hands together and just air to the face. Just whew.
All right, and eventually Cressel wakes up and she staggers back to consciousness. She is not happy whatsoever, and she immediately starts cursing and swearing that you'd better let me go, or the Stag Lord will have all of your hides.
Well, you might get out of this alive if you cooperate.
All right, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
I don't have any intimidation yet.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not going to be enough. So she is still defiant, like all piss and vinegar. Although she looks around and sees that the rest of her camp has been like stomped, and she is showing signs of fear, but she's not afraid of you. Basically, like trying to squeeze information out of her is not going to get a bonus. But she says, "Yeah, all right, fine. I see how it is. What do you want to know?" And just to give this an initiative order, I'm going to give everybody a chance to ask questions, starting with Jory, since we're going to keep the initiative order.
Yep.
Well,
So what would you like to know?
I'm going to walk up and take the stiletto or the dagger that I nearly took her arm off with and kind of wipe it clean, start sharpening it again. Just look at her and say, "Where's the Stag Lord's camp located so that we can go have him stomp us for you?"
So, the Stag Lord the bandit says, you actually want to fight that monster of a man, the Stag Lord? You're an even bigger fool than I thought. He's a deadeye with a bow, he is. And I've seen him crush a prisoner's head to mush. But if you truly wish to see him, I can't say that I've been to his base myself, but I do know that he's got a place just north of the Tuskwater border, which on the map, she mentions that it's somewhere towards the south. She says, "The Stag Lord has many bandits under his employ, and only the best of the best can go to his fort. I was just about ready to earn my way before you lot came along.
Well, then I'm glad we'll put you out of that misery.
Okay. Iskander?
It's a new era, I'm afraid. What's the family again? The Restov family that sponsored us?
Aldori.
Aldori? Alright. Yes. The Aldori family has sponsored us, as well as many other parties, to clear out the stolen lands and claim it for our own. The Stag Lord is going to die, whether by our hands or someone else's. No personal amount of strength is going to save him.
There's
What-
like a clicking in the back of
Troyka's it?
Troyka's plan where she's like, oh shit, I should probably teach him about the Aldori family.
Anyways. The Stag Lord is going to die, by our hands or someone else's. He's old hat, but you still have a chance to live. So what do you want to do about that?
Well, I'm not gonna fight him. If you lot want to die at his blade or bow, then feel free to do so. As I said, there are many that are working for him, and he's also incredibly smart. Matter of fact, he has a master phrase that he passes as a sort of password to gain entry to the fort. Like I said, if you really wish to die, you can. He's somewhere along the northeast shore of the Tuskwater.
Alright. Can you tell us anything else about the lands around us? Around this camp?
Not much. Just that. Just last night, a bunch of mitflits came in and stole some stuff and ran off. Probably to some big tree nearby.
A tree nearby.
I couldn't tell you where it is because what do I care about a tree?
Let's just say. And the Iskander just looks towards
Jory?
what's her name? The
Zarni?
witch lady? Zarni, thank you. She looks towards Zarni, and basically just like passes the torch on to her.
Okay, Zarni, you're up.
Okay. I do apologize. I actually spaced what was going on, so can I get a brief... My ADD went weird for a second. So, did we ask about the ring?
Not yet.
No one
Not
has
yet.
asked about that.
Okay. So, I'm going to walk up, get in front of her, have my sickle out, put it just under her chin. Do you happen to know where they might have taken someone's ring? And she's going to describe, because didn't the trade post lady describe the
Oleg?
ring?
Yes,
Yes,
but
she
Lana
did.
didn't describe it.
Okay.
After you describe the ring, she says, I did see that ring. It was probably if it's not in the supplies that we have in the logs, then those mitflits likely took it. The annoying little pests live under an old sycamore tree somewhere to the east. We were lucky that what they snatched was mostly just copper and some cheap-looking trinkets. I guess that ring was among them. The Stag Lord would have had our skins if they took anything good.
So, a sycamore tree to the east.
Mm-hmm.
Well then,
Yeah.
And which direction did the mitflits run off to?
That way.
Probably to the east.
I haven't tracked them yet.
Yeah, you would have to track them.
Okay. Well then, I do believe we are done questioning her.
Oh,
And she looks to everyone else.
I suppose I'm done questioning, but I do have more to say.
I
But,
do have a question.
What about Troyka and Sojin?
Well, it would be Troyka's turn, so is
Yep.
there anything else that you would like to ask?
Regrettably, no. I hate to say it, she just doesn't know enough about things to have good questions to ask.
Fair enough.
So I guess if she has a term, like, how is, where do we have this woman currently?
She's basically up against a tree, tied up.
Okay. How tall is she?
She is 5'9".
Okay.
About 180 pounds.
Troyka sinks
gear
her
not
and
included.
Troyka sinks her and the tree about 3 feet into the ground and then leaves.
Holy snap. All right. That's cool.
Sojin walks up to her. I do have one question, though, before we leave.
Yeah.
He smiles wickedly. Have you seen the boars?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard that there was a king of boars, just boar-wise maybe, or Tusgut or something like that. Just some ways to the south, maybe. We use scents to keep them away from the camp.
Well then, sadly that stuff, there's nobody to restart that. Maybe if we come back through here and you're still alive, we'll pick you up.
You can't be. I swear, if I get out of this, I'll skin you alive.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Are we ready to leave?
Let's go find those Mistress and then maybe the boar.
Actually, can you stay?
Her arms are bound, correct?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're leaving her bound in there.
And 3 feet in the ground.
I'm going to leave a canteen of water
Sorry.
just out of reach in front of her.
A small mercy.
Hey, Wandren.
No, it is not a mercy. It is a torture.
That's what I mean. Right. That's why I'm saying a small mercy if she survives.
Guys.
Hold on. Guys, go ahead.
Yeah. Iskander's just going to walk up to her and say, "A new day is dawning over the stolen lands. I know it's been untamed for as long as everyone's known, but that's changing. Like I said, it may not be us, but it'll be someone. So, tell me that you're not going to just fall into your old bandit behavior. That you're going to change. Are you? Do you see a future for yourself that isn't in banditry?"
Give me a diplomacy check.
1 second. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay, go for it.
8 to 14.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay, well,
Nothing.
you are going to get a 12, because you are going to get a +2 bonus. And she tells you, my parents were bandits and their parents were bandits. As long as I've only known the bandit life. What could there possibly be for me? It's either the life of banditry or the life on the end of a rope. What do you propose?
Well, things are going to change when I'm in charge. Want to learn a trade? At least you could have a satisfying life here as a farmer, or as a craftsman, or as a trader like Oleg.
You got a strong arm there. We always could use people to chop wood.
We could use more axemen.
Fine. If you let me go, I'll consider your offer.
Wait. And Iskander says this very sharply. You will swear an oath to me, and I will swear an oath to you. Here, right now, under the eyes of the gods. You will reform your ways. I will treat you well. You will not turn back to banditry, or else I will slay you. Well, not necessarily even me. The gods have their ways. You will die, whether by my hand or someone else's. Do you understand?
Crystal clear.
Very well. Swear to me.
Fine, I swear, I swear.
The oath is sealed. I hope you understand what that means. And Iskander starts cutting the rope from her.
And when she's free, she rubs her hands and she looks to Jory and looks to the water flask or the canteen. You can take. Did you leave the any of the water canteens and the supplies? I'll take that then. Where do you
Iskander,
where do you
Iskander
suppose
tosses
I wait?
Iskander tosses her own water canteen.
And she'll take it, and she says, "Very well. If you can slay this stag lord and claim this land, then I'll serve. I'll be around here somewhere. I know how to take care of myself. Send for me if you need my aid. But I am not fighting the stag lord."
When Astrid
Troyka
did,
also
Understandable.
unsticks her in the ground.
And yeah, it's kind of like God, I'm trying to think of a video game where like people awkwardly pump out of the ground.
Oh
They
yeah,
unglitch.
it's some launch Cyberpunk
Skyrim.
2077 shit.
Yeah.
I had the mental
Or
image
she
of
starts.
Toph
God,
kicking
sorry.
somebody up out of the ground.
yes.
She starts vibrating and making like the source engine like impact noises.
Yeah, and a little cursor appears and just pulls her out of the ground.
Yeah, the Gary's mod like
Exactly.
The
yeah.
Yep.
So she pulls up, and as you pull her out, she says, "Fine, I'll send for me if you have need of me." And
Real.
Cressel, wasn't it?
aye, it's Cressel.
All right, Cressel.
Iskander, it's an honor to meet you.
I'm not used to having people say it's an honor to meet me, but fine, I guess.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Iskander just mounts her up on her horse and gets ready to leave.
Okay.
Jory shakes his head and starts walking away with
All right.
walking next to the horse.
All right. I'm going to give you bonus XP for resolving it that way. I'm also going to. I've made a notation. I am going to put a special little thing in the chat. So one moment.
So I guess we're gonna have to start tracking the methlets.
Our supper is ready. By the way.
Yeah. So I was going to say,
Yeah.
let's. Let me just type this out real quick, and then we'll take a small break. So
Sounds good.
Yep, I need to grab something anyway.
there we go. So that's what you just unlocked.
Wow.
All right, I'll-
I put in my notes, added one reluctant ally, Cressel.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a. First of all, everybody gain one hero point,
Yeah.
and I'm going to. Yeah, everybody gain one hero point, and I will go ahead. We'll take a break here.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'll
I'll be
take us
back. I
back to the
gotta go to the
Stolen Lands
bathroom.
map.
all right. Now, the name of that river again was what?
Oh no, Tuskwater is a region.
Tuskwater. Okay,
Yeah,
north of
basically. Mhm.
Tuskwater. Okay.
Yeah, somewhere near the Tuskwater shore. So she doesn't know because she said that she hasn't been allowed to go there. She just knows that it's somewhere to the south.
Oh,
That's that.
Okay, and I'll keep that if it's needed. And also, I get to change that map because now that this is explored, and it is considered safe, but not. Wandren, are you there? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I remember the color. So this is now going to get marked green because it is safe but not friendly.
It's been cleared of bandits for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like random encounters can still happen, but it's been cleared of the major thing there. So now the party gets to decide where they want to go next.
Hunting niflets.
Mm-hmm.
You know that awkward moment where your mom is watching Ted Lasso and your brain pauses and goes, I think the show's named after a character and the character's name is Paul? I'm tired. I can't name names.
Yeah, Paul Lasso.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Pathfinder.
I've been spending a lot of time recently listening to audiobooks of the Odyssey, the Iliad, of Herodotus's histories, and Thucydides' history of the Peloponnesian War. And
Nice.
one thing that's very, very important in all those is that the gods are real and they have important effects on the world. And oath taking is very, very serious. You can't take an oath without, and you can't break an oath without being punished by the gods in some way or another.
Yep. And
Anyways,
Zarni
And I
was
think-
actually going to recommend, was going to, but I decided not to do that. Sealing the pact in blood, because she is a representative of Mother Vulture.
Oh,
mhm.
And if
Iskander wouldn't have gone that far.
No.
Or he wouldn't have wanted to, anyways. But
I do still
yeah.
think that was really cool how you handled that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And I'm so happy that Troyka got to use the
Okay.
kinetic blade. That's the word I was looking for.
Troyka is very funny and also very cool.
Thank you.
Agreed.
mhm.
I'm just
Now-
pragmatic.
Now the party has to decide where they're going because you know where Tuskgutter's lair is. You actually know a few things that you haven't explored yet, but it's up to you.
Did Klessa explain to us exactly where the Stag Lord was?
She said she hasn't been there. She just said that it's somewhere
Northeast of something.
No. Tuskwater, which is. She did say that Tuskwater is towards the south. Actually, you know what? Since she told you where the about it, I can actually reveal where where it is. So one moment.
Mhm.
Change layer map. Hold on. Oh, right. It's on GM layer. That's why I couldn't click it.
We weren't quite back yet, Karvosh, but yeah.
We're back, baby!
All right, so we're back.
Yep, we are back.
Okay, so now you see where Tuskwater is.
Yep.
Yeah, so somewhere in that region. Okay, so now that we're back, you now have a full day of exploration. The question is, where does the party wish to go?
So where would those Mespers be?
She said it
South.
was somewhere towards. No, she said it was somewhere to the east, so somewhere in this direction.
Okay, so what is at GB8?
Give me 1 second. I'm just putting on like the exploration music. There we go. We'll use
Some kind of cave.
yes, a cave. You just don't know what it is, and
Yeah,
you
I
know
wrote
that.
down cave with 2 question marks.
Fun.
And you know that GB12 is very likely to be Tuskgutter's lair. Or at least that's where you see boar tracks. You'll have to like explore the square if you explore the hex if you want to actually find it. So, this is a group decision. Where would you like to go next?
Well,
I think that we might as well just go down the river, unless anyone has that wants to go somewhere else.
I
Well,
mean,
if we're looking for that ring, we need to go get them niflets.
Ah, that's true.
so let's
And-
try and track them and then see if
Yep.
if we can get a better grasp on that.
Yep.
Yeah, Jory
we-
got some pretty good footprints, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. What were you saying, Astrid?
And if we happen to pass through Tuscutter's area, take care of that at the same time.
Right.
Okay. So, tracking is, I believe, a is it survival? Yeah, it is a survival check. So, who would like to lead the survival check?
I have a 5.
I'm only a 4. I would support.
I also have a 5.
I have a 7.
Oh,
Oh.
Ah!
Then I guess we're supporting then.
Ow.
Would you mind?
Yeah.
Well,
Our-
just
our-
remind whoever is not supporting or doing the main check can do perception checks if there's a random encounter or anything special to notice.
Iskander's going to be doing perception checks.
Okay.
All right.
So does
So
anyone
let's-
want to not assist so that they can help with perception?
I'll help with the perception.
All right. That's our 2 5s are rolling to assist then.
Is everybody good with that? Troyka?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what?
Basically, are you okay with supporting Zarni's tracking check?
Absolutely.
Okay. So then the 2 5s are that would be Troyka and
Sojin.
Sojin. Please roll survival to see if you help. Okay. Looks like your roll is going to give a +1 to your check. So make your roll when ready.
Do you want to reroll that?
Yeah.
No need. No
Oh.
need because that's going to succeed.
Oh,
So
yay.
you do follow the tracks, and you find that after leaving the camp, they actually headed south in the direction of GB12. So you can follow them and make another roll to see if you can see where they went from there.
All right. So we're moving to GB12 now.
All right, so go ahead and move. And that's your first action for the day. So tracking is free, so same checks for tracking.
Yep.
Certainly. Rolling assist.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
All right, Troyka. Looks like. Oh wow, that's going to give you a +2.
Oh baby.
Nice.
26. That's a critical success. You will not need to make any rolls. You can track them, and I need somebody to roll 1d4 +3.
All right. 1d4 plus. All right, 5.
So the tracks are fresh enough that they will, unless the weather changes, they will actually be fresh for the next 5 days.
Well, in that case, before we continue on,
Let us investigate this boar.
In addition, I'm just going to
Oh,
point out something. Let's see. A few things pop up on the map. Okay. I'm just gonna put them in. Since it's in the woods, though, you aren't gonna have a clear vision of what's there, so you'll have to actually go there to explore. But you do see a few other things on the map that you can explore.
okay.
GB11 and GB17. And let me see.
so
that.
they're at 18 is what you're saying?
Mhm. Not necessarily.
Ow.
But that's where the tracks are leading.
Well, no, hold on. I was just I was putting stuff on the map first. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was misunderstanding.
No, it's all good. Oh, you do have predict weather? Oh, good call.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep, she
All
just
right.
picked that up at the level.
Oh, good call. So, I'll let you roll at the end after we do this turn. But the tracks continue on directly to the east. So basically, they're moving towards GB13.
Breaker.
If you wish, you could move on and end your adventuring day, or you could reconnoiter this square if you want to find Tuskgutter's lair. Remember, the tracks will remain for 5 days.
I say we reconnoiter the square, see if we can find the boar.
I have food in
Sounds
my
good
mouth.
to
Give me
me.
1 second. Sorry.
And
Yeah, I think reconnoiter is the right idea.
is everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you reconnoiter the square, and now, if you wish, you can enter Tuskgutter's lair and deal with that.
Good idea.
But it is a full adventuring day. Do you wish to do? Well, I mean, since you're in the hex, you can do it now if you want to deal with it.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's take care of it.
Okay. So
Sleep is overrated.
So I just need a moment to put you on the map. How are you approaching the lair?
Iskander's not going to be sneaky. Does anyone else want to be sneaky?
Nah.
We really should think it through, and what we probably should do is some of us should actually approach the lair and drive the boar to Iskander.
Ooh,
Because
that's a good
Iskander
idea.
has a pokey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Maybe people with ranged weapons could climb a limb of a tree.
Well, that's the thing. I have a mid-range pokey bolter, but
I don't.
that's the same. We have medium range, not long range. With that being said, I do have pots and pans that I can smack together and drive it out.
Let's give it a try.
Can I... Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Yes?
Can I roll survival to find good spots for us to be at where the boar can't reach us, but we can hit it with mid-range or ranged abilities?
You can attempt that. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Let's do it this way. So I'm going to let you roll first, and I'm going to ask everyone if they have a question or if they want to attempt a check. So next up will be Jory.
Yep.
So go ahead and make your survival check.
Okay. Oh, pfft.
Okay.
You know what? I'm leaving it.
So looking around, you do see that people, the trees that are in visible range of the lair, don't seem to have very sturdy branches, and the one that does has like a beehive on it. So don't want to mess with that.
Oh, I'm gonna make a mental note of the beehive, though.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead. Go ahead. Since you did predict weather, go ahead and give me a survival check, if you please.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So, let's
She
see.
can control the weather.
So, within the next 24 hours, you're expecting a clear day. Just a slight breeze, so you shouldn't have any weather-related problems.
Slight breeze,
good.
but which direction?
Towards you, or towards the west. So basically, your horse will be able to catch the scent.
So we're downwind of the beast.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is
Okay,
actually
so-
better for hunting anyway.
Yep.
So Jory.
We can smell it, but it won't smell us.
Yep. So Jory, what would you like to do?
Are there any tall rocks or like a little
You know what? Let me go ahead and move you to the
almost
map, actually.
cliffside that I could stand on to throw axe or throwing weapons at it as it comes out of its lair?
You can make a perception check to see if you can find something like that.
Because that boar would take me out one swat.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Perception. Here we go. Let's roll good.
Um,
Hey,
We haven't rested yet, have we?
No.
Okay, so I'm actually, Troyka, can you just use your water healing on me real quick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Heals a D8.
hmm
Mary!
Oh no.
Mary!
I roll.
Okay, 6 hit points.
All right, fully restores me. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can't help but feel like I'm gonna need that.
Okay. So, let's see, what did you roll? You rolled a 15, so yes, on your
Yep.
15, you do see a tall boulder that you could stand on and hide. But it's not going to be enough that you the boar could reach you, but it would have to climb up and you may have time to get away before it does.
Okay. I will
So-
go there, wherever that is.
Okay. So I'll post that in the map in just a moment. Going to Troyka. Would you like?
She's gonna make the assumption that it just can't be that deep, and is going to try and feel it out with her kinetic aura.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a. In that case, give me a flat D20 check, if you please.
3.
Okay. You get closer to it, to the edge of your kinetic aura, and with your tremor sense, you find that it is not home. So, you see obvious signs that this is a boar's lair, like boar food and things like that, but it doesn't appear to be home right now. It may be out hunting and will return. So that means the party has time to prepare.
Sweet! Traps!
Yep.
By the way,
Well,
you can already see the map? Yeah.
Okay, so we have enough for you to make. We have a
spike snare. That
spike
From the-
snare.
set that up right in front of the.
Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna let me go ahead and put the where the layer is so that you can see it.
Yep.
All right. Can you guys see that? Oh
Yeah.
wait, no,
Yep.
because I put on the GM layer. Oh, you can. Awesome.
That's the rock.
No.
Big
The
ol'
rock. The rock is the one that Jory wanted to know about.
Right. So that's that. We see the rock.
All right. Do you see it? That square I just put.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
the entrance to the lair.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna set that spike snare up.
Right in front of the hole.
Okay. So basically, like right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, you go ahead and set that up, and I will draw it on the map. And what are the rest of you doing? So, going down the line, that's Troyka's turn.
Just help. Doesn't have an immediate idea. So if we're going to be setting up like a pit trap, she is more than willing to help kind of loosen the earth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, you're going to be using your crafting abilities to basically set up a pit trap, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And where would you like to set the pit trap?
Are you asking me or are you asking everybody else?
I'm asking you, since you're the one making it.
Oh, yep. I'm.
I mean, if you want to ask for suggestions, you can.
Yeah, she'd want to know suggestions. I want to know suggestions.
Just to the left of my trap.
So
Yeah,
we're setting up
'cause-
the spike trap here, and then setting up the pit trap here.
Yep.
Because once it goes through one, it'll flail into the other.
Maybe.
Theoretically.
That's the plan.
Okay,
Sounds good.
so I will put that down. All right, Sojin.
Sojin is going to set up a little bit of camouflage over here, just moving stuff so that he and Zarni can be behind wherever this boar comes in from, so that they're concealed.
Okay,
Duck blind.
Give me a stealth check then,
All right.
and make this a GM roll.
All right. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Yes!
All right, you can turn off the GM roll.
I'm sorry. That was a 20. I rolled a 20.
It's a GM roll. You're not supposed to say anything.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm sorry. It's like,
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. It's all right. So there we go. All right. So moving along, that's going to be Zarni. Is there anything else that you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at everybody and go, we're gonna need to disguise our scents.
Yep.
Best bet would be get the stinkiest mud we can find. And I do mean mud.
Oh boy. So
Well, we
you
are
can do that
loosening
with-
the ground. Remember, we are loosening the ground, so.
Yeah.
So if the party would like to disguise your scent, you can do that with a nature check or with a relevant lore skill.
Could I use Plains lore? Because she would know that just by being out in the plains and around predators.
I will accept that. Forest lore would be better and would be a slightly lower difficulty, but you can use Plains lore. I will allow. So feel free to roll.
I rolled mine.
I accidentally rolled mine as a GM, but you know what?
Yeah, it's all good. So I will make note of that. So Zarni and Jory work together to mask everyone's scent. Is there anything else that the rest of the party wishes to do while you wait for the boar to come?
Iskander's just keeping out of the watch. That's all.
Okay. So
Are we leaving Yef over there?
Oh,
yeah, where are you going to place? So go ahead and hide yourselves. Where would you like to be on the map?
Assuming that, like, this is like a dead end area over here, or
Actually, really quickly, can you just show me where the traps are? Could you draw something or something like
Oh,
that?
I did. Don't. Do you see them?
no?
nope.
No,
No.
I don't see anything.
Oh, did I put them on? Oh shit! Sorry, I put them on GM layer. Let me fix that.
Gotcha.
That's
so
one
you
trap.
wanted You wanted it
Yeah.
to be a surprise to us too.
One
So,
trap, and there's the other
yellow
one.
is the pit trap, and pink is the snares.
I see
Mary!
yellow. Just so you know, I see yellow and white.
Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a very light pink that would probably trigger his.
yeah.
Colorblind.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I can tell the difference. It's just
Okay.
not pink.
I'll remember that in the future.
Sorry, cat
Okay.
aggro because she's being a needy little thing.
All right. So, you can hide up underneath that and in kind of your duck blind. Troyka and everyone else, where are you guys hiding?
Where's my token?
Boop.
Way
your
up there.
token.
Okay.
So everybody else has gone down to the south. Where would you like to hide?
On my rock,
Okay.
right behind it.
He is Jory, king of the rock.
Hey,
King of the Hill?
Troyka, where would you like to hide?
She will bury herself in the earth.
Somebody did put the boulder into my name on Discord, so you know.
All right. So you are basically you're burying yourself in the dirt.
Yep.
Amazing.
It's the trapdoor elf.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. And finally, Iskander, where are you hiding?
I guess that she's just gonna hide in some bushes. Is this good?
Yep. Looks good to me. All right. So I need somebody to roll a flat d20 check. We're just seeing high-low to see what direction the boar comes from.
Okay, I'll do it. or Jasper.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead. You said.
Well, I
Not
mean,
much
same
better.
thing. So, all right. So in that case, that means the boar is coming from the south.
Oh,
And
lovely.
So we're gonna
Oh,
start
crap.
with the 3 that are there. I need the 2 orcs to roll stealth.
Great.
You
top
are
of
gonna
our-
get a you are gonna get a +2 bonus because you do have a mass scent.
Oh!
I can
Blast
re-roll
roll
that,
that.
though.
But aren't we already hidden in our little duck blind?
Well, yeah, but I
That's
mean,
what the +2 was for.
exactly. Because remember, the boar can still scent.
Oh god!
But okay. So we're in a duck blind. We're scent camouflaged. Okay.
Well,
No,
yeah, your scent.
Yef is giving it away. Yef is the one giving it away.
Yeah. So to explain, your scent camouflaged, and the scent gave you the +2. Unfortunately, Tuskgutter is an old boar with a lot of experience in hunting hunters, so it is wise to your tricks. And as it moves up, it immediately sniffs the air, looks around, and then it starts to clamp its hoof on the ground. And I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative.
Yep.
You're good.
That was just bad luck. It's all
Yep.
good. Oh no!
The return of the Troyka initiative roll.
Hey, Zarni, would you mind moving up so I can take where you were?
Yeah.
There we go.
That seems bad.
Okay.
We're screwed.
Well,
All right. So
it might put an end to all that orcish noise we keep hearing every day.
So Tuskgutter is going to immediately charge. Let me see. It has to move at least 20 feet. So it's going to move here, and it's going to charge at Zarni because
Oh,
it has to
no.
move at least 20 feet. So I get a +2 to my roll, I believe.
Oh, no.
If it's anything like the jousting trait, then it's +2 to damage if it hits.
Well, it says here that it's a +2 to its attack roll.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
good luck.
Ah!
Oh
Yeah.
no! What's your armor class?
15. That is a crit, and I am down.
Okay, so
Jesus.
the board charge comes in and just immediately charges and hits Zarni, and Zarni is down. And then it's going to.
Whoa. Let me just double check.
Mhm.
Let me just double check things. Do I have anything that I can use to intervene here? No, it's not a reaction. Damn it! I can't shove as a prepared action, could I?
No.
No, you
No.
didn't prepare it.
Drat.
Okay. So with that, it's then going to turn its attention to Sojin and attempt to intimidate.
Yeah, that fails.
That's not going to be enough. All right, that's going to be it for Tuskgutter. Sojin, you're up.
Sojin, full of fucking rage, fucking goes in with panache with his rapier. I'm re-rolling that. There we go.
All right, that is going to hit, and that's 8 damage with the because
Yep.
of the bonus. And was that a finisher or just a normal hit?
That no, because it's my first move. It can't be a finisher.
Gotcha. All right, so that's going to be 8 points damage as you stab with your rapier.
This one I am calling for an unbalancing finisher.
All right, let's see.
Ooh!
All right, that's going to be 16
Holy
points
moly.
damage, and go ahead and make your finishing attack.
Yeah, confident. Let's see, confident finisher. That. No, wait. It's what is it? It is. Give me a second. I have to go pull up the number here.
It's all good.
Feats. No, is it? Where is my button for? Oh, it's under precise strike. That's what it was. Okay, so it's 2d6.
2d6.
All right, rolling 2d. Where? 2d6. Let's just go with the original 4 there.
Okay. So an additional 4 damage as you get the precise strike and deal a lot of damage. The boar is bloodied, but Tuskcutter is angry and snarling
But he's also
and off balance.
balance.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be easier to hit for everyone. So I will mark that, I guess, with a snail. That's good enough. All right. And that's it for you, or do you have one other
No, I
action?
have one more move. I'm feeding a potion to Zarni.
All right. So go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
All right. So you get 11, and you're back up.
Oh, it would help with my keyboard, actually.
You're still prone, but you're back on back in health.
Yeah. I'm no longer out.
Jory, you're up.
Well, I have to run. And this is 35 feet, which is 2 actions.
I mean, technically, if you want to reposition yourself from your initial so far back.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's why I asked where everybody was. So
Right, I was saying if you had initially done it, you could have saved yourself. That's what I'm saying.
well, yeah. I think you have movement of 20, don't you?
Yeah, but like I said, it takes me 2 movements to get in range of my daggers.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So I want to move right there,
Go for it.
but now it's not letting me move my character. It won't.
Oh, you have
get
to
out of it.
you have to click the arrow on the left side.
Or go Control S.
Control S probably works better. Okay.
Now you should be able to grab
There
him.
we go. Okay.
There
Okay.
you go.
And throw a dagger.
Okay. 16 will miss, even with the off balance. Would you like to re-roll that?
I don't have a hero point left.
Oh,
Unless you gave us some.
yeah, I gave everybody one a hero point.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I will re-roll that.
Go for it. There you go. So that's going to be 3 damage. It's not going to trigger. Actually, no, it does trigger sneak attack. So that's going to be 4 damage as the arrow strikes true, or the dagger strikes his hide.
Okay.
All right.
That's
All
it
right.
for me.
Iskander, you're up.
Can I run through Jory without trampling him to death?
I'm small enough you can just jump right over.
Yeah, basically moving through like allied spaces costs an extra movement, but
Okay, in that case, I should be able to.
unless you make an athletics check to jump over.
I'm just going to take the extra movement then.
Go for it.
I mean,
Yeah,
you have you have way more than enough to get there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, she's just going to go right next to the boar and attack it with her spear. The first action, of course, is telling her mount to move, and it moves more than 40 feet, so that's 2 actions for the horse.
Yep.
Let's see. Attack with the lance. She has her shield equipped, so it's using a d6. So I'm just going to have to roll that manually.
Okay, that's cool.
But with a plus a 2 to. Whoa! Can I say that's like a 6? A 6?
Yeah, let's just.
Wait,
Right.
I'm sorry. What was your question?
So I rolled maximum damage on the lance.
I'm good with that. So that'll be 9 plus what else?
That'll be, let's see, 9 plus 2 from the 10 feet of movement on the mount.
Okay, so that'll be 11 points of damage as you charge in. You stab the side of the boar with your lance.
Yep. And then she's just going to try and stab it again.
Go for it.
Let's see, number 2. And again, I'm just going to have to roll a d6 if I hit. Oh, hey. Oh, I guess I'm not going to have to roll d6. It'll be, let's see, 1 plus 3 Actually, it's just the 1+3 because I didn't get any extra movement from this attack.
Okay. So, you strike true, and the lance should kill, but the boar goes into a rage, and instead it remains at 1 HP and is wounded 1.
Right. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Zarni, you're up.
Okay. I'm just trying to. Okay.
Hell, just stand up and shoot him.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I was trying to move out of range.
I mean, that might be a good idea because its turn is coming up.
Yeah.
It's raging too.
So
Yeah.
let me redo what my math was.
Just remember, you're standing up is an action unless you just want to crawl away.
I will crawl away.
All right, so crawling away is, I believe, 5 feet, but I will double check that. So crawl, yeah, you move 5 feet and stay prone. So
But can I attack?
yeah, you can attack.
Okay. I am going to. Let me look at my spells again.
Troyka, your turn's coming up, so get ready.
I'm ready.
Actually, 2 action. Instead of attack, I drop a tree right where I was.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we'll just say that you're blocked because the tree just sprouts up right in front of. That is such a cool spell. I love it.
I'm just like,
All right.
no.
Like, no, you're not allowed to hit me. Troyka, you're up.
Alright, Troyka's going to pop out of the ground and say our 2 favorite words, Sandblast, and it's going to make a kinetic blast attack.
Alex Lee, you can't keep getting away with this.
Remember, he is off balance.
Sandblast.
That is
Oh
going to
my
hit.
god.
So, was that a 1 action, or did you do the 2 version?
That was the 1 action, because I think you said it's wounded 1 currently, meaning it's going to take a couple more hits for it to actually die.
Actually, good point. So it is now wounded 2, and it remains up.
Okay, well, I got another one of those on its way, so Sandblast.
All right, and when it is wounded 3, it can no longer use this ability. So it remains up, and it's now wounded 3. So
Hey,
it
guess what?
cannot. Yeah, you're gonna do it again.
No!
Oh, that would have been so cool if you sandblasted.
It would have been. It would have been the what is it? The level 1.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, but in that case, yeah. Okay, well, I tried.
All right, so it is now Tuskutter's turn. It is standing on its last legs, wounded 3, ready to on the last bit of its health. It should run away, but it is enraged and angry, and it's going to attack the largest thing it can see, and that is going to be it's going to attack the horse first, and then it's going to go for Sojin. So here's the first attack.
Real quick, I believe that the tree also protects anybody near it.
Oh, let me look at it again. Whenever an ally adjacent tree is hit by a strike, the tree interposes branches and takes damage first. So
it's a shield of 10.
oh, that is such a cool spell! Holy crap!
Indeed.
All right, so a 24 would hit you, but the tree absorbs like 9 points of that.
So it's
No,
only...
24 would actually crit.
So good thing the tree's there!
Yep.
And then it's going to attempt to stab its tusk into Sojin.
Ouch.
And
All right,
the
so-
tree goes poof.
Yep, and you take the remaining 12.
Yep.
And seeing as how it managed to actually sink into you rather than the tree, it's going to try to attack you one more time. Oh my god. Really?
Yep.
Alright, so
You're
I think...
to be down.
So that's another 13 damage.
Puts me at 9. Actually,
so
no, actually that doesn't hit.
it doesn't?
No, because he's off balance to begin with.
Well, off balance affects my armor
Oh.
class, not yours.
Oh, All right. Still, let's see. I have flashy dodge, which barely puts me equal. So yeah, no, never mind.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I still take it.
Okay, so you take that
So
damage.
but he glances at it, and now, motherfucker, panache this motherfucker, calling this, striking this motherfucker. Oh, no, first
Not
strike
that
match.
way you won't.
Not on that roll.
Oh my god.
Not.
Not on
Oh
that.
my god!
Oh god.
This boar is messing up.
You
Oh my god.
you managed to whiff with artistic flair twice.
That's it. That's me.
All right, Jory, you're up.
Oh boy. Well, I got another 3 daggers left in my belt. I don't even have to move.
Yeah, you're small enough you can throw them between the horse's legs.
The horse is getting a shave.
There's the first one.
Oh, and also it's no longer off balance, but that will miss. Oh no!
Oh
Never
wow.
mind.
That won't miss, however. So, how
And
do you want to do this?
I used the number 2 button
No, I
on that
saw.
one too. A dagger flies through the air and hits it in the eye.
Yep. And the tuskcutter rears its legs and tries to stab something with its tusk, but then it collapses down into the ground with a big heavy thud. All is quiet in the forest.
Sojin pulls that dagger out and makes sure this beast is dead by slicing open its throat.
That's entirely fair.
Yeah, you do so, and it is definitely dead. And you will need somebody. If you remember, the quest asks for you to bring its head.
Yep.
So
Sojin, in his fucking furious of fucking being fucking hurt.
You are so mad. Sojin is so mad.
Before he goes to town, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna just put my hand on his shoulder and say, we need to... Am I muted?
No, you're not.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, also skin it and butcher it.
Cooking lore. Oh.
Oh my god.
I'm actually, since you have cooking lore, I'm not gonna actually ask you to roll it.
Mary!
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you can add a pork dinner for everyone to have tonight. And
I want tusks.
No, the tusks.
Who knew that revenge could be so
the tusk-
sweet?
Yeah, the tusks have to be brought in with the head. So,
Yep.
but what I was gonna say is that anybody that has forest lore can treat the head so that it's preserved, basically, so that it won't like rot in your packs.
Okay, if you insist.
I greatly appreciate it.
So the tuskcutter's head is going to be one bulk. So who's going to carry it?
I will.
We can load it on a horse.
Mm-hmm.
That is also true. You do have horses, so you can.
We have so many horses.
Yeah,
We have 5
many
horses.
This is an unusual number of horses for a campaign I've been in.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well, I want to trade mine for a halfling dog at some point.
Oh yes.
you should be able to once you get back to Oleg's.
Well, I think I have to be a certain level to get it, though. If I remember glancing at it.
No, you can just purchase it
Oh.
or
Well,
trade it in. But
I'll trade that alcohol for it.
oh
Oh yeah.
So
Because since we have 2 loads of it now.
Oh yeah.
So Zarni, you're doing that as a 3 action, so it's an AoE heal, right?
No, I was using the wand. Sorry.
Well, you can still use it as a 3 action.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay. So
Is everybody within that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we can all
We're out
squeeze
of-
in.
yeah, we're out of
Yeah.
combat, so I'm going to assume that it's going to happen. It's basically a 30-foot burst. So I need somebody to roll a 1d8 plus 8, and that's how much everyone heals.
Big money, big money.
I feel like the healer should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a good call.
1d8 plus.
So 9. Everybody heals 9 health.
Oh,
Okay.
look! I'm up to 20. Yay!
I'm at 18. We are definitely gonna track those mephits in the morning.
Yeah.
So, Troyka, since you still have your aura up, I'm going to let you roll a stealth check +2 to see if you can find a safe place to camp down. Basically, away from the animal den.
You got it.
Wouldn't the boar's den actually be the safest place?
Well, you're assuming that
Mm.
nothing else comes in.
I
And it's
will
not
re-roll
big
it.
enough. It's not big enough for all of us.
That
There
too.
we go.
Well, okay, but how about this? I can use my abilities to make it big enough for all of us.
You know,
Do you
scratch
really
that.
want to sit in all that smell?
Yeah.
Well, when she goes through and revenerates the ground with her ability, it should kill the stench.
That's also
Mm.
true. So, I'm going to say this. Would you like to describe what you do to make a campsite for the party?
Sure. Using the. I'm guessing we have just decided that the boar's hovel is the best base to start working with.
I think so.
Okay,
Okay.
she is.
Iskander wouldn't know any better.
Can I
Okay.
disarm my trap first and keep the materials?
Oh yeah, you can since the trap's in, you can keep your spike trap and just plant it somewhere else.
Okay, good.
It was a great idea. It was just unfortunate the boar caught you.
It caught
Yeah.
scent of Yef.
It smelled the Yef. The Yef has a unique spell. He smells of the sea.
But Troyka, I think you were going to describe.
Oh yeah, just gonna say that she starts fucking around like she's playing Minecraft and starts like removing 5x5 blocks of stone to make the area
God.
big, and like using the removed stone to create a like kind of a defensive perimeter that we can use. And then after, I don't know, like an hour or two, she kind of wipes her hands off and says, "Okay, I think we're good."
Okay. And just to check before we continue, how much time do you have under the new rule? A new time?
We still have an hour and a half.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Yeet.
Cool. So everybody gain a hero point.
Woo!
Right.
Also, I'm gonna be right back. I wanna go grab some more food.
Okay.
So I will be back.
And I would like. Who hasn't rolled for random encounters yet?
Me.
Okay, Grumpy, roll a flat d20. Ooh, okay. So, I just need a moment to set
Look
myself
one
to
up.
talk. Well, no. First, I need to set myself to talk to myself to see what, so that you don't see the result. And where is it? Where is it? There we go. You're in the green belt zone.
Oh no. Honestly, it'd be hilarious if it is those little fuckers.
Okay, so I also need somebody to. Who hasn't rolled for a random encounter yet?
Me.
Actually, you know what? I'll do it actually because you shouldn't know the result. So
Yeah,
okay,
that sounds fair, honestly.
okay. So there we go. So the party camps down that night, and I would like to know who is taking the midnight watch and who is taking the morning watch.
As always, Troyka is partial to taking the midnight watch.
I'll
He's kinda-
stay with
kinda
Troyka
taking
this
them.
time.
Yeah, he's kind of just gonna switch it up. Take midnight.
So the
Okay.
orcs are taking the morning watch.
Okay, so it'll be 3 and 2. So during the midnight watch, the party spends a little time, or the party that's awake spends a little time doing their thing. And this time, I'm going to start with Troika. Since I know you have your midnight ritual, what do you do?
Also, Astrid is not back yet.
Oh, well, I've heard it's okay. We'll wait. We'll wait.
Yeah.
So hold that thought if you don't mind. God, that boar.
You'll just like fucking bandage his fucking guts.
Like tusk gutter, more like sucks gutter.
Oh my god.
Got him.
God,
Gaddy!
God, I'm just laughing thinking about like got him.
Like, it's like we had things so planned out, and then we failed.
Sometimes adventuring be that way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the surprise attack is all about.
Okay, I'm back.
It just happens
Alright.
to be that you are the ones that were surprised.
Okay.
Okay. So Troyka.
Troyka is making a statue of Tusk Gutter this time,
Ooh,
and
cool.
while kind of working on it with whoever's on hand, says, partially jokingly, "If we take this one with us, you think I should make it bigger?"
Yeah, make the stone one bigger. That will scare a lot of people.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever you need to do to keep yourself from being bored.
He kind of laughs. Hee. Yeah, she's doing that.
Amazing.
Iskander just sort of offhandedly mentions that she is actually kind of curious what one of her sculptures would look like if she kept on working on it.
I mean, I can keep it.
Just a thought.
You need the rest when our shift is over.
Indeed. And I think we're all done. Are we done?
Yep. Is that
Anything
it?
happen?
Is that all that you're doing?
Astrid is back.
Yep.
So,
So yeah. So
Okay.
so the dwarves the dwarves. The orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm out of it. The orcs are taking the second run.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And what do you do during your run?
Well, Sojin is patching himself up still. Just adjusting bandages, basically doing stretches to keep himself feeling better. He looks to her. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't protect you. And then I lost focus.
You could not have predicted it catching our scent. You could not have predicted that it was going to charge me first. You were the one that it should have charged at first. It is not your fault. Animals are just that. Animals. Unpredictable.
I'm glad that you're alive. I wouldn't have known what to do if I'd lost you. I don't think Mother Vulture would have forgiven me.
Pray for forgiveness.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, at least we had a wonderful dinner.
Yes.
Suddenly, I need the two of you to make perception checks.
Alright.
Particular reason.
Zarni.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
You hear you hear scuttling, very, very quiet, surprisingly quiet scuttling towards the southeast part of the map.
Mm.
And let me just go ahead and put you guys on that. Boom. So you hear a scuttling on this side of the map,
That's
or somewhere in
southwest.
that direction. or
It's-
southwest.
yeah.
I'm very good at my directions.
Okay, sorry. Moving my character around to see where I could move it. Okay. I'm gonna get up and move closer to the sound of the scuttling and motion for Sojin to be quiet.
Sojin follows orders and does.
So,
Yep. Go for it.
no, you first.
I was gonna say, and then she taps her ear and then points in that direction.
He nods and begins to listen and watch.
And as you watch and listen, you hear nothing, but you can just barely see 6 pairs of beady eyes looking at you from the darkness.
Are those what I think they are? Are those the little buggers again?
What will you do?
I want to throw a torch at them, but...
She's gonna stop him. She's gonna crouch.
Alright.
Hello, little ones. What are you doing out here so late?
There's a moment of hush, and then you hear a raspy, hissy voice speak out. We were heading back to our war, and we saw your campfire. Give us food so that we can be strong for our fight.
And what is in it for us?
That you will not suffer the wrath of Chief Sootscale or the newly appointed Purple Sage.
1 second. Okay, I don't know what that means.
I will also nature check.
So the Sootscale is a tribe of kobolds that you remember hearing about in the region, often going into war against Mitflits.
Huh. We were asked about the kobolds, remember? By, Boken.
Oaken D's nuts. Sorry.
Sojin grabs the two hindquarters that he had made sure that he had hidden away from Jory's gob, and offers and holds them out to the kobolds. Well then, I think we can come to an accord. Find some measure of peace between our people.
And give me a diplomacy check.
No,
Jory, give me a perception check to see if you overhear this. You are going to be at a -2 since you're...
shit.
Nope. Oh, wait, no, that was your diplomacy.
Would
Would you like to reroll?
Yeah, I'm rerolling that. That was not the hell.
That's because you crossed the halfling.
So, first, Jory, you go ahead and take off the GM dice roll, so you can just remove that mark. But you do overhear and wake up, and anybody else that wishes to can make a perception check as well. Meanwhile, 6 rather. Thankfully, that's not a critical fail. But instead,
a seven. Yeah.
well, 7.
Not a critical fail. Good.
Yeah, it's not a critical fail. That's what matters. So you hear the hissy, raspy voice. No, we just want food. There are too many of you, and we need to keep our strength strong. Throw your food into the trees, and we will pick it up. In fact, throw a weapon as well. A mighty one.
Sojin looks to Zarni. I do have
And
that extra.
well, right before you say that, you hear another voice say, "Yes, yes, throw many weapons. There are 20 of us out here."
Better not throw my ham.
This is not the one I saved for you. That one's still in your pack.
So what do you do?
Iskander's waking up at this point, right? I rolled a 25 on perception.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did. And let me see, Okay.
Troyka likely rolled enough to wake up, but is choosing to ignore what's going on.
Fair enough.
Just kind of perks up, sees us, and then it's like, nah, I'm actually fine.
Sojin stabs a knife, a dagger into the haunch, and throws that to them. The one dagger and one leg.
And you see a reptilian hand peeking out from the trees and grabbing the haunch of meat and pulling it back into the shadows. Thank you. You may sleep in our woods. Beware the midflits. They are treacherous and sneaky, and the purple one wishes them dead. And is there anything else that you wish to do?
Zarni?
She's gonna kind of get a smirk. We don't like them either. We're actually tracking them. They have something of ours.
Is that true?
Yes.
There is some quiet muttering. Do any of you speak Kobold?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
so you have no idea what they're saying, but eventually you hear the crinkling of papers, and you see a stone thrown into the camp just in front of the two orcs, wrapped inside of a length of leather. And then, if there's use that then. And then you hear the movement moving away from the camp.
I'm gonna pick it up and inspect it.
Okay. And when you do so, it's a hastily drawn map of the nearby region, pointing out a location that's not too far from you. Effectively, based on the context of the conversation, it's very likely they've pointed you in the direction of the sycamore tree.
Woohoo!
Yippee!
Well, Sojin looks a little defeated. I messed up. So bad. That board really got me off my game.
She's just gonna pat him on the head. Just like, it's okay.
Like there.
He turns around and hands the other leg that he didn't throw back to your Jory. Now you have two again.
I can sleep again.
Yeah. Iskander just yawns and heads back to her tent. Actually, she sort of like thanks. She just thanks the two orcs before she goes back to her tent.
Okay. So with that, the night ends without any further incident. So, before we start the adventuring day, would you like to, would Zarni like to fix up your spells, or are you fine with what you had?
I actually do want to swap one of my spells. So give me just 1 second. I have to grab my keyboard.
No worries, no worries.
I do not have my keyboard on my desk when I eat.
Probably better off that way.
It is now the 19th of Faros, Star Day.
Yeah. My back itches.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I wish I got a back scratcher yesterday. Okay, I'm good to go.
Okay. So, tomorrow is First Bloom. Obviously, you're not going to be in any towns, but just as a heads up. And I don't think anybody's birthday, any character's birthdays are in for us, so we don't have to worry about that.
No.
No. I actually didn't pick a birthday, but that's because Zarni doesn't talk about her birthday.
Hey, it's all right.
We celebrate on Leap Year Day anyway.
Don't worry, Troyka doesn't know what her birthday is.
She just chose a day.
All right.
Well, I picked what she will figure out her birthday actually is once she knows it. But until then, when's your birthday?
So.
Okay. So.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
So where is that sycamore tree?
GB 14.
Thank you.
To the sycamore tree!
So we're gonna head out of the forest over to 13 then?
Yee.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna check out... Okay, 13. What does our note say 13 is? Or what?
Well, I can actually tell you, because you see that there is a bridge across the river, and you find yourself facing the Thorn River, and the Thorn River winds through a 20-foot deep gulch, nestled between a pair of rocky hills. There is an old wooden bridge that spans the gulch, allowing passage over the river, providing that the bridge has no issues. So,
does the bridge have issues?
that would...
Can we completely bypass the bridge by having our elementalist make a new bridge?
Unfortunately, it's kind of a large. It's
That's what I figured.
Yeah, it's way too large of an expanse. But what I was going to say, if you want to examine the bridge to see if it would be a problem, that would be a craft check, perception check, or relevant lore. Perception craft check is medium difficulty.
Will also help with crafting. I will reroll that.
Go for it. That's going to give you +1 to your check.
I'm assuming Jory is going to be our mainstay with the crafting, so I'm going to roll to assist.
Okay, I will also say that I don't. What does Jory have in crafting?
4.
Oh, never mind.
Troyka has a +6.
Oh, so never mind. We'll have you be.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have us count as our to assist you then.
We really got to figure all this stuff out beforehand, because we're not supposed to know what our roles are before we decide what order we're putting them in.
Yeah. Yep. So, in the interest of that, we're going to say that we're just going to assume that Jory helps and make it 19, which will be enough. So, you determine that the bridge is not safe. It could support 1 medium creature, 2 small creatures at a time. The bridge will break if anything heavier than that goes at one time. So it's kind of like the bridge. It's kind of like the bridge in Lethal Company. However,
great.
However, you do determine that the river is not deep enough to be any danger, but it is high enough that you could take some falling damage. Obviously, what you could do though is that if you spend if you spend like the remaining action you have to make a crafting check, you could fix the bridge, and if you do, then it'll be permanently fine.
Interesting.
Fix the bridge. Fix the bridge.
All right.
So, Troyka's got the highest crafting, so she could lead us on that.
Yep.
I would be helping, of course.
Same.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be a +1. So everybody else roll before Troyka does.
Okay.
23. Woot.
All right, that's +1. That's +2.
That's plus nothing.
Yeah, not enough for a critical fail, which is the important part. Did anybody else need to? Okay, so Troyka, you can roll with a +1, +2. Pardon.
Alrighty. Not 20.
Oh,
Okay, so not only is the bridge repaired, but because of your elemental, your
Net assist.
yeah, thank you. Because of your kineticist powers assisting you and the help of the team, you did it in such haste that you do not use up a exploration action.
so we can move on to the next slot now.
You can move on to the next spot. Oh,
All
and
right.
also, let me just mark something else that appeared when you got to that space. Yes. So, need to put that on the map layer. There we go.
All right. Okay, and again, it's confirmed that 14 is where that.
14 is the sycamore tree. Yes.
So we move on to that.
Okay.
While not one for pop-offs, Troyka does seem very proud of herself. Team effort, obviously, but there is. Wow.
She led the team. Yeah.
That was awesome, actually. I am going to ask for. Oh, and when you get into that space, a couple other things unlock. So I will mark it. And let me see what. Let me just move your token real quick so I can just see. All right, that one. That is. Ah. So you also see what appears to be a. Let me just put it on the map. Okay, so GB20 appears to be some sort of cave or cavern. You'll have to explore it to figure out more details. GB15 appears to be a another bridge, but with a structure on it, like maybe kind of a moderate house or maybe a large shack, something in that range. And I'm going to ask the party. This is an everybody roll, so everybody can roll to roll a perception check.
Nice. I love that. We all basically got the same thing.
Holy crap! Okay.
Also, are we healed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are healed up since you did rest.
Hey, and let's party.
We're on point today.
Okay. You have an idea that there may be something in this hex, but you'll have to explore it to figure out what it could be. So I'm not going to put it on the map, but
Okay, so we
actually,
do know that GB8 is the berry field.
GB8 is a gold mine. No,
Okay.
the berry field.
It's 18, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
GB18 was the berry field. You passed by it.
We can always come back there another day.
Yeah.
Ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, good job on the bridge. That was awesome. Let me just add that for the XP because I forgot to do that.
Yee.
One moment. Got it. Okay, cool. I added it into my notes. All right, so you find the sycamore tree, and you. Where is it? I'm trying to get my notes. One moment. The one problem with like running a module is that there are a lot of notes to go through.
Yeah.
All good.
Not that I mind, because it's really cool that it's here.
Well, remember, I've been researching all of the Dune modules, so I get it.
So this is what you see. This is just some art that you can see about the sycamore. Looming over the hills of the southern Greenbelt, you see a graying hulk of a sycamore tree that clings precariously to its last years of life. The tree looks to be at least close to 100 feet tall and stands as a known landmark and is visible for miles around. However, according to what you've discovered, it's also infested with mitflits. malicious gremlins that spend their days practicing sadistic prank and torturing travelers, throwing like fleas and other things on animals, just being basically they're oversized vermin. And most importantly, according to the kobolds that you've encountered, they are tormenting the scale kobolds.
I have a possible. Can I, out of combat, use summon Fae?
You certainly can. But before that,
Lasts for a minute, doesn't it?
yeah, it lasts for a minute. But what's your idea so we can figure it out?
Have one of them sneak in, find the ring, and run back?
If they can find it in a minute and get back out, then yeah. But that's a risk.
How big is a sycamore?
It's over 100 feet tall.
And
Probably
now I have a
about
Disney song in my head.
Probably about 16 feet around.
Okay, so I'm just getting the cool. All right, so
It usually takes about 10 minutes to do a searching action, right? So a fairy wouldn't really help here, even if it's really fast.
yeah, most likely it would be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
All right, so based on that, obviously the party has an opportunity to scan. So what I would like to do is to first of all, if you're going to camp out here rather than pushing on into the camp or into the tree, I'm going to need somebody to roll stealth to see if you can find a safe place to hide for the night.
Not me.
I'm not rolling today.
Hey,
Does an 18 help us?
An 18 will do it. So no need for a random encounter roll. You spend Jory, what kind of place do you find to hide the party so that you can rest and eat up and all that?
Well, I was thinking of a fairly thick, dense, overfilled,
Blop.
field
Trees.
of like tumbleweeds that have blown together and just can't really be seen through.
Sounds good to me.
An old patch of grass.
So you find a safe place for the party to hide, but the question is, do you want to try to scout the place as much as you can before you rest up? Obviously, doing so may draw attention, but it's up to you.
I think I'd rather stay unseen. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Agreed.
Okay, so then in that case, since there's no need for like any random encounter rolls, I'm not going to bother asking you to make any checks, but I will. Let me just check the lighting. I just need to pull you guys into the map.
What's our time look like?
It is 8:41.
So we still got 20...
Got
50
40
minutes?
Yeah, we can actually get started.
Yep.
Do we want to take a small break before we go in?
Nah.
No.
Okay, just make sure. So, next day comes, everybody's rested. Do you want to change up your spells before you go in? Remember,
I already did that.
Okay, Midfits are Fae, so it's very likely they're not wearing metal if that matters.
Oh. Well then...
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Because remember, the ones that you saw weren't wearing metal.
That's the only thing that would be a problem, but that's me or my allies, so we're good.
Oh, never mind. I realized what it does then. Okay, so I misunderstood the spell. So
Yeah, no, it charges our weapons.
all right, so the party. How do you approach the sycamore tree?
Yeah, Iskander's going to be on her horse, so if you all want to like leave her behind and do that whole summoning her with Jeffrey
Nah.
thing?
Nah.
I think it's just we go straight on in. These guys are already afraid of us from previous situation. I think the most straightforward direction is probably the best with these guys.
Any objections? No?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, straightforward. We won't hide ourselves.
So let me just put you guys on the map. This will be just a moment. So I need to go make sure I'm on the token layer because that matters. So boom,
Token. Oh,
Boom.
token.
boom, boom. Oh, I accidentally put Troyka on twice. Troyka's cloning herself.
Oh no.
Covered a new power.
Shadow Clone Jutsu?
Elemental clone jutsu.
Oh my god, I think... What did I do?
Wait, that's not a second Troika. It's just a perfectly crafted statue of her.
Ouch.
Toss the angry little guy. Yes.
Okay, I just need the reroll. Reroll. I just need the reset. Roll 20 was messing up on me, so this will be just a moment. There we go.
Not a
It's
problem.
fixed.
Yeah.
Computer problems.
Could I, before this combat starts, charge somebody's weapon or no?
Well, combat hasn't started yet.
Okay.
But yes, if you want to do it beforehand, you can.
Okay.
But right now, you're just approaching the tree.
Yeah. Okay. I'll wait.
Yeah, we don't know that any combat's going to happen.
5,
That's only for a minute.
and I'll put Yudrin. Okay, so there we go. So let me just move you guys to the map. Old Sycamore, where is it? There it is. Boom, there we go. Now, obviously, as you approach the old sycamore tree, can everybody see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm?
As you approach the old sycamore tree, you find that the place is dark, or not dark because it's in the early in the day. You find there are no. Don't move down there.
Sorry.
No, I was talking about the streamer eyes. Don't move down there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But up at the top of the tree, you see that the 100-foot tall tree, basically looking around, you see no signs of mitfits, but you do see trails moving towards the tree. And the trails all lead to a large hole that leads somewhere inside. And you can see that it is dark inside, and it is very likely that you are going to have to worry about light sources if you go venture forth.
Got torches.
And I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that hole isn't large enough for a horse.
Actually, it is.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm
And-
saved!
It is a very large hole. So, what does the party wish to do?
Down the hole we
Oh.
go.
No one's come out to greet us, have they?
No.
Looks like we're gonna have to knock on in.
Into the hole we go.
Yup.
Could burn the tree down.
Nah,
We need to recover something.
indeed.
Kind of hard to
Ah,
recover something if it's been burnt.
Yes.
Also,
The smoke would be going down the hole and flushing them out, where we could kill them a few at a time.
yeah, not worth it.
Oh no,
Troyka,
I
do you
think
say?
I've been cloned.
What were you saying?
As I said, Troyka, would you mind doing a scan of the ground? I know you can tremor sense some
Sure
distance
thing.
down.
So she is going to thing and so 30 foot tremor sense. Am I picking anything up? With the understanding that it is an imprecise sense.
Yep. How close are you getting to the hole?
She'll like start, unless something prevents her from getting closer, she is going to she picks something up, she will just walk right up to it.
Okay. As you walk up to the hole, you do detect that there seems to be signs of movement within your range, directly below the earth. On the other, somewhere within that hole.
Iskander's going to be right behind Troyka, on top of her horse.
Yeah, the layering there is funky.
Yeah.
So you detect 2 signs of movement.
Oh lord.
What will you do?
We're still following the tracks from the Mythlets, right?
Yes.
Unless anyone has
Exactly.
any objections, Iskander is just going to head on in.
We were just told they were here.
So let's head on in then.
Let's go.
Okay. Are you guys going stealthily as much as you can, or are you
On a
just
horse?
going in? You can still attempt it.
No, Iskander is not stealthy. She's not going to try. She also has heavy armor.
So as you head down into the sycamore tree, you find that it is a burrow that seems to have been burrowed into. No, don't move there. I'll move you. Don't worry about that.
Alright.
So, you find that eventually you hear some chattering voices. Does anyone speak Sylvan or Elf?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We speak
Okay.
both.
Oh my.
So you hear 2 voices, very like high-pitched, shrieky voices, talking to each other. That says, "Make it stronger, make it stronger. The tricks need to be bigger, bigger. I bet you can't fit 3 of these in your mouth. Fire, fire!"
God.
What do you do?
Zarni just has a look of, I hope to God it's not what my brain is picturing.
Oh my god!
My God.
Sojin is just like,
You're crying.
Sojin is just shaking his head. It's just like, dirty, dirty Mythlets. Dirty, dirty Mythlets.
So,
Cat aggro. Mary. Ow!
once you get in, who's in the lead? Who's going in first? Because it starts getting narrow, so that only 2 of you can
Iskander.
go in at a. All right, so Iskander
horse.
would be first because of the horse.
Because of the horse.
And then, then of course the orcs, and then I guess the pulling up the rear is Jory and
Troyka.
yeah.
All right. So as you get in, the horse makes its move, and eventually you
Oh.
see a small, what looks to be a small workshop, and I'll
See
move
what?
everybody else in because it's like very small. But you see a pair of Mythids that are currently working at small workshop benches. I'll move you. Don't worry. And immediately, the 2 Mythids yell out and charge. So now everybody roll for initiative.
Well, we can't see anything yet, so
Yeah, I don't worry. I will move you once you get into the room. Right now, you're like outside of the room.
fair enough.
Here, let me go ahead and put the streamer eyes in the room so that they can see.
Wrong button. There you go. What the hell's with these rolls?
You
I
just have the
swear.
worst luck today. I'm so sorry, man.
Like I do good on certain things, but
By the way, I did give everybody a hero point, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because everyone should have another hero point if they didn't add it.
I've got 2.
I've got
Cool.
2. We're good.
All right, so
I
did everybody roll?
Yes.
I have to.
Okay. Troyka, you're first. I'm gonna put everybody closer so that you can actually see what's going on. Keep in mind that since there's a horse in the way, it's gonna be a little difficult to actually. You're gonna have to squeeze pie. All right. Can everybody see into the room?
Yeah.
No.
A little
I
bit.
see
Alright,
like up here.
All right.
Yeah, there
How
you
about
go.
now?
Now I do, yeah.
All right. Now, obviously, Troyka, the horse is the only one that's in the room. But so Troyka, you can kind of see like movement on the other end, but it's going to be a little difficult. Basically, they have like good cover. So what do
Okay.
you do? You could, of course, squeeze past using an extra movement for every square past the horse.
She is going to kind of her eyes open to see. I think she's going to just we'll just say that she's just not doing anything else right now.
Would you like the ready in action then?
Yeah, I'll ready an action to make a 1 round kinetic blast if they just start getting too close.
Okay, sounds good. So, one of the misfits immediately one of the misfits sees the big horse and says, "Testing the marble launcher," and will immediately fire a marble at the horse.
Oh God.
So,
Oh,
the horse has to make a reflex save, DC 16.
Second. Reflex. There we go.
Oof.
Oh, it did not succeed.
Do you want to reroll that?
Nah.
Okay, so the marble distracts the horse, and it gains Clumsy 2, the Clumsy 2 condition. And then it will use... That's a 2 actions, so it will then... oh, that's a 2 action. It will No, that's 2 actions as well. Crap. Okay, in that case, it will then put down the launcher and draw a short sword, and that'll be it. Zarni, you're up.
Sorry, I just popped a truffle in my mouth. Okay.
Truffle.
Can I see this one?
You can, but they currently have cover because the big horse is in the way.
Okay.
Horse is there.
Is there any way I could smack the horse's butt and make it go in further?
Sadly,
No.
unless you have a forced movement, no. But you could squeeze through.
Shove is an action that you can.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So, would you like to attempt to shove? It would be if Troy Iskander wanted, it could be an auto fail to just push in.
Suppose I could do that, yeah.
Sure.
You could just push an entire horse.
I
Yeah.
mean, she is an orc.
No.
All right, so
Boom.
you push them in. So now the only one that has cover is Dinge Tooth.
So
The other one does no longer has. Yeah, that's this one. The other one
Go ahead.
no longer has cover.
So she is gonna target the one in the bottom corner.
All right, so you're targeting Urch.
Yep.
The one who shot the horse.
And I'm gonna do ignition.
Ouch.
Yeah, that definitely hits for 4 damage as they ignite.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. And Iskander, you're up.
Okay. I am going to attempt something. Before she does anything else, she is just going to glare with her most hateful glare towards the Mifid over here. she's going to say, "Put down your weapon." Do I roll like the diplomacy or intimidation?
Well, it sounds like
Intimidation.
you're trying. Yeah, intimidation, since you're trying to demoralize.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be critical, so that it is now frightened 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Iskander's then going to. She had her lance equipped, which is. Not the greatest idea. She's basically going to try and bash it with the butt end of her lance. She's not trying to kill them. She's just trying to knock them unconscious.
Go for it.
She's going to do that for the one that's been frightened.
All right.
Let's see. Lance. And it'll be. I'm going to roll a d6 for the damage because. Oh, wow! Jesus Christ!
Okay. Definitely a hit.
So
That's
just
going to be
make
11.
that. Yeah, I guess that will just be. No,
Yep.
it would be 9 because
9.
because it would be a d6 because I'm using it with the shield as well.
Gotcha.
Yep.
1
yeah.
action remaining.
I guess that she will strike again.
Go for it.
Bap it in the
And
head.
again, she's using the butt end of it. She's not trying to kill it.
That one will miss, however, as it sees what you're trying to do and manages to duck under the attack.
All right, that's it.
Jory, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to throw a dagger at this one.
And which one?
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that one.
Holy
Alright,
shit!
so that's 8, 11. 11 points of damage as that one gets a critical stab.
Well,
That is still up.
I have 3 more daggers.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Alright, that one's down. Just dead.
I'm gonna step out here and I'm gonna step out here and shout at the top of my lungs. You're next, Pipsqueak.
He's even more demoralized.
Alright, make a intimidate check
I gotta find it first.
with a plus
There
2.
it is.
Oh, God.
This guy's gonna die of hunger at this rate.
Alright, so it is
Heart
now
attack.
so it is now frightened 4. What the Christ? Oh god, I
It's
gotta
a
have
heart
it.
attack and calls it good.
So Dinchtooth, Dinchtooth is very, very scared, and it's gonna scream, "We're under attack!" and attempt to run down the into the hole. I believe you have an attack of opportunity, right?
Yep, reactive strike.
Go for it.
I think it's this one.
Yep.
Make your
Yep.
attack.
And again, she's going to use her lance with a d6 right now. Alright, so let me roll a d6. Alright, so that's 2 plus 3, 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, so you do 5 damage to it. It's still up, but it's going to escape down the tunnels. So, that combat is over. Unless you... There's gonna be some time before you can get into the next chamber, so I'm gonna give everybody one attempt to do something to stop it before it escapes. So,
Sorry.
so we're gonna start with Sojin.
Sojin's gonna fire a crossbow at its ankles.
Go for it. 12 will miss.
Alright. Anybody else? Or
Yep,
do I
yep.
still...
It's Troyka's turn.
He takes the rest of his action to reload the crossbow, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Are they still down there?
It's attempting to run into another room to get help.
Troyka's going to collect up the marbles from the marble launcher and then use them to form the basis for a kinetic blast.
Oh my god.
Nice. Make your attack.
Yep.
And 5 damage. That will do it. So as it escaped halfway down the tunnel, you are going to hear a sudden thud as the marbles hit the dinge tooth in the back, taking it out. So I'll just move it here just for the sake of keeping it nice and clean.
Can you remind me how much damage my horse took?
It didn't.
It didn't. It was just clumsy too.
Gotcha.
But that's over. You'd had the critical fail for it to take damage.
Gotcha.
All right. At this point, I'm going to ask Troyka, give me a flat D20 check.
Okay.
Oh no.
2.
Okay. You pause for a moment and you listen to hear if there's any other noises or sounds, and you hear nothing. It seems that you got lucky. All right, so the encounter's over, and you can now explore this area. Let's see. Dingetooth had 6 marbles and a short sword. Urch had a short sword and 6 marbles as well. And the area around has basically crafting supplies for like making traps and things like that. So basically, you can collect 10 gold pieces worth of trap making supplies. What will the party do now?
I think that I should not bring my horse in any further.
Yeah, because it looks like the things may get a little cramped.
Yep.
Send the horse up.
Yep.
Commit.
I'm just going to command my horse to join the others back at our hidden camp.
Okay. So the horse, understanding its instructions, boop, goes back to the camp with the others.
And Iskander is going to light a torch for her own sake.
So no shield, just your sword. And...
Yep. And now she's unequipped her lance, and she's got her
dueling sword.
Long sword. Yep, her long sword out.
Now, you see that there are 2 entrances that you could take. I'm just going to remove the Mifid since they're dead.
Yeah.
So, boop. You see that there are 2 ways that you can go, besides the one that leads back up to the surface. This exit, and this exit.
Seeing that, we got 25 minutes here. So let's head this way. Let's head towards the danger.
Real quick, I am, because I know the adventurers would spend some time like examining the 2 routes, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to know who would like to roll perception. You can also roll. Actually, it would be perception. So who would like to lead on that roll? Actually, no. This makes sense as an everybody roll. So everybody roll.
It's a tunnel.
Okay. So down this.
I didn't see what. Oh, okay, never mind. There you go.
So down in this path, the south one. As you get closer, you hear the shrill cries of terror from somewhere in that direction, almost as if somebody's being attacked or harmed or perhaps tortured. In the other direction, you hear like scratching noises as if something insect, but not a spider, but something insect maybe skittering down that tunnel.
Skinks. Why is it always skinks? Let's I vote we head towards the screams. We can always come back.
Sounds good to me. Can't know that there isn't much reasoning with Jinx.
I'm just guessing. It just sounds like skittering little lizard feet.
Little lizard feet. Yeah.
All right.
I like skinks. They're adorable.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
adorable until they start trying to bite your face.
They make a good stew.
So who's going first? Who's going to be in the lead? You can go two side by side.
I'll take lead with somebody.
Let's
Iskander
try
will
and be
be.
quiet about it.
Iskander will be in the back.
All right, Iskander in the back, and
I'll be with Iskander in the back.
Okay.
No, I think that Jory, if you want the party to be sneaky, you should be in the front. Iskander can't do that.
All right. I'll be in the front.
Zarni,
Right,
what were you about to say?
Huh?
Okay, so I get.
I'll do middle, not front, not back.
Okay, so Troyka as well in the middle.
Yeah, she likes having a wide area for using her tremor sense.
Okay, so you eventually travel down, and since you want to do this in stealth, I would like to ask the two in the lead to roll stealth. One of you can
Alright.
lead, and one of you can help.
I'll assist.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that'll be a +1, 17, and let me just check their rolls. Mitfit.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead. What was your question?
I was like the screen changed. I didn't see where we went. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
sorry.
here.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Boop.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Your roll.
Yeah. I was looking for something.
No, so you did to Grumpy.
I rolled a 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. My bad.
No, it's all good. Okay. Okay. Good. So the party manages to get closer, and you get close enough that you peer into the chamber, and you find thick tangles of long pallid roots obscuring the walls of this egg-shaped cavern. To the east, the chamber opens back into. To the east, the chamber opens into a wide root-filled chasm, and to the west is the direction that you've come through. You look around and you see that a group of actually there should be 7. So a group of 7 misfits are capering around, laughing and pointing at a small kobold that they are currently dropping throwing eggs at and just shoving them down on the ground. So they're joyously tormenting the captured soot scale kobold.
Oh.
They haven't noticed you yet. What do you do?
Go in for a stab.
Okay, so everybody roll initiative. You can roll your stealth as well as perception.
I'm gonna leave it as perception.
Yeah, because my stealth is not as
Oops.
good.
I forgot to select myself.
It's all good.
Try that again.
Go Jory.
Oh my god.
All right, did everybody roll? I think everybody did.
Yeah.
All right, so Jory, as usual, is going first.
I'm going to step up to that first one closest to me and hit it with a mace.
Are you rolling that?
And it's a sneak attack.
It
Or-
will. That will not be enough. Would you like to reroll?
Yes.
All right, go for it. That will be enough, though. So that's going to be 11 points of damage as you smack the Mitfit upside the head and immediately just crush it down to the ground. And so that Mitfit dies, and the others are now aware of you as they turn around and they shout out, "Why are you here? This is our fight! We're Mitfits, we're mighty! And you're weak! You don't even deserve our strongest potions!"
I have one action. I have one action left.
You do?
Yes, you do.
I'm going to hit the next one to my left.
And that will hit that one as well for 6 points of damage because since it hasn't had a turn yet, that sneak attack will work. It's still up though.
That's okay.
as the cruel Mitfit draws the blade. So that's it. Sojin, you're up.
Let's see. I'm gonna tumble on through. Position myself here. Purposely vaulting over that one. So that's acrobatics check versus his reflex.
Go for it.
Does a 20.
Oh, easily. You get your panache.
I have my
And now-
panache. And I'm going to stab a trucker for
Holy
7 damage.
Okay, and it's the one that was wounded?
Yep.
All right, that will take it out as you stab with the acrobatic maneuver for 7 points damage.
And then I go to the one right below me, stab him as well.
And
That
miss.
one will miss, however.
I'll reroll that.
Go for
Never mind, it still misses.
it. Sometimes fate says nah.
I still get his ear. I pierce his ear. It doesn't hurt him, but now he has a hole in his ear.
Ear! Thanks, I was
Quite
looking for an earring.
irritating.
Oh, hush. Troyka, you're up.
She'll join the others, though. It's pretty clear she's not super comfortable with this.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine not, because you're basically trapped in a hole.
No, I mean, she's pretty used to being underground. That's actually the most natural thing to her. She finds this way more comfortable than being above ground. No, it's more the fact that she thinks that fighting these things is unsporting.
That's fair.
That said, it's certainly not going to stop her since they're attacking her party. So she's going to take a step forward, and we're going to start with that one.
To be fair, we attacked first.
Yeah, we did attack first.
13.
13 will miss.
Okay, second
one
attack.
fail?
Yeah, I guess so, sure.
Okay.
Alright, 23.
That one will hit, though, so that's going to be 8 points of damage. And which one did you hit?
This one. Come on.
Okay, so 8 points of damage to that one. Alright.
And then I made a second attack, and it rolled a 4, so that's not hitting.
Okay. And that'll be it for you, right?
Yeah.
So the Mitfit growls, "Why you hit me? I'm strong, you're weak. Is it your death you seek?"
By the way,
kind of-
Fee, I can barely make out that 2 of those have X's on them. For some odd reason,
Yeah,
the X's are behind.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and I don't know why. It must be something with... so I'm just going to remove them.
Okay.
You know what? I'll move them off the map so that way they're not in the way.
Okay, because I was just
Before I
like, I
forget.
can't even tell.
Yeah, I that must be an update with Roll20 because it used to work. Anyway, so go ahead, Iskander.
Could you give me vision appropriate for a torch? Because right now I don't have that.
Oh,
I have,
yeah. Let me add that.
Thank you.
1 moment. There you go.
Thanks. Okay, yeah, she's just going to attack the one in front of her.
Go for it.
Long sword.
Oh, easily done. That one is cut. That one is cut down. I'll just remove it.
And then she just a sword over here.
We have about
And that's
15 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna wrap up after this encounter.
Yep.
Okay, Zarni, you're up.
Okay. She's going to pull the electricity from the air and point at Iskander's weapon and give it an electric charge.
So you add a d12 to the attack.
Okay.
And
Holy
then
crap! D12.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what it says.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
glass shield
Okay.
for myself.
Yep.
All right, and so now the Mitfits. The Mitfits that remain are going to they spend their first action drawing their swords, and one of them is going to cast Bane. So that's that. So I'm going to need, let me see, fill the minds of your enemies with doubt, target that failed to save. It's a 5-foot emanation. So that'll be
Which one's using it?
this one.
So that's just me.
It's actually no. Let's do it this one so it hits 3 of you. So
Will
Sojin,
save.
Yep. Sojin, Iskander, and Troyka need to make a will. Sojin doesn't care.
Oh my.
Troyka just like spits at him.
All right. Troyka doesn't care.
Where's my will? Mind if I re-roll that?
You can if you go for it.
Well, actually, let me just check.
You should have the point.
I do, but I think it's not actually important enough to re-roll. I'll just take the Bane.
Okay. And the rest of the Mitfits are going to use their actions to basically stab. So here's 2 stabs for each of you. So here's first targeting Sojin.
Miss on the second one.
Okay,
And
well
that's
the first one is a crit.
So that's 2 damage. Okay.
Yep, so that's going to be 2 damage. And here's the attacks against Iskander. Not
I
even
think that
close.
misses.
And here's against Troyka. I think that's a miss, and I think that's a miss. Alright, that's it for them. So,
I have my
Jory?
panache up. Huzzah.
Jory, you're up.
Going to move there and hit this one.
Go for it.
That's one dead.
Yeah, I'll just remove him. he dead, yo.
And now
Are you sure?
I'm
Maybe we ought to run the numbers by that.
going to go right there and shout at the top of my lungs.
You're next.
Alright, make a demoralize check. Oh yeah, he's now frightened. He's frightened too.
Does that break concentration?
No.
Okay.
Alright, and Sojin, you're up.
Sojin lifts up his saber. Smacked it on home. No, that misses. Goes in for the second one.
Alright, that'll do 8 damage. 10 damage so that'll take it out. So boop boop.
And then he moves to here. And that's it.
Troyka?
Oh wait, I need to roll for my tumble on through. Oh yeah, yep. I have my
Cool.
panache again. Dot.
It's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Sleeping meds.
It's all good.
5-foot step down, going to attack this one.
Yeah, no, that's dead.
Yep, that is... Well, not quite dead, but it's definitely hit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, regrettably, that means it needs to get hit again. And it,
No.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, pass turn.
Okay, so Iskander, you're up.
Alright, Iskander strikes this one over here. On the left side. Let's see.
Also, where's Yef?
Oh, I forgot to put Yef. I'll put Yef on the map. Alright, what did you roll?
That one's done. It's done.
27 to hit.
Oh, yeah, it's especially with flanking that hits.
Oh, that one went
now-
over.
Oh, yeah, 29 to hit.
What?
That thing is so over.
Okay, that's
And-
kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but all right. And you have one other 2 actions remaining, correct?
Yeah. With her final 2 actions, she's actually just going to bring her sword, like, press it to the tip of the last Misfit's throat, and say, "You're surrounded, and your friends are dead. Lay down your weapon."
All right, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Intimidation. Does that do it?
That will do it. The Misfit immediately drops his short sword and cries out, "Wait, please forgive me. You are strong, and I am kind of strong."
Indeed, you are kind of strong. Not strong enough.
Knock him out.
Anyways, before we go on, I feel like this might be a conversation that might take a while. Should we just, like, get it here?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna narrate with this. The Misfit immediately drops their weapon and cries out, I'm sorry, don't hurt me." And you see that there is a ropey cavern that goes across this chasm on the opposite side. And on the far end of the side, you hear a groan calling out, "Something's going on down there. We must... The Misfits are under attack." And we're going to end the session there as you see a large Misfit disappearing down the hall to the on the other side of the chasm. All right.
Cool.
So let me give out XP. I just need to do the math for it.
Oopsie. Excuse me.
And all right, the party has earned 320 XP.
Puts us at 350.
Yep.
Interesting.
Good job. You know what? Just to when next we start, we can actually actually I might as well give out loot real quick. The Misfits had 70 darts, if you wish to take, and 7 short swords.
70 darts, 70 short swords. I'll write that down.
And oh,
Whoa.
yeah. We'll deal with the role play afterwards as you had rescued the kobold from being tortured.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. So, do you want to close it out?
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday. Have a good week and get plenty of rest.
Have a Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate.
Yes.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.